session, you guys coming out of a combat with creatures, including a dragon from the elemental plane of air, frantically got Razakiro, one of Jin's childhood friends, revived using the cauldron that Mary left you after she had departed in the 200 pounds of salt that Drell had in his fanny pack. Mm-hmm. The ritual went as smoothly as it should. Razakiro is alive and a bit weaker for wear, as resurrection usually does. You guys alerted everyone that they could possibly come back before realizing, Jin, after going out into the woods, that scouts had told you, if that portal's not closed, they're not bringing the tribe back. Because there's a severe lack of safety precaution there, and they're not risking the lives of their kin more than they already have. You guys talked it out and eventually emptied out Drell's fanny pack of holding, taking everything out of it, realizing he had way more money than anyone thought he did. Trying to teach him the idea of money for like the 5th time, I think, this campaign, which who knows if he'll hold on to that information this time. Before stepping outside, having taking the grappling hook and a ton of knotted rope, tying the rope around the fanny pack of holding, taking the grappling hook and trying to jam it into the ground. You used telekinesis to chuck the fanny pack as close to the portal or the tear to the elemental plane of air as you could. Before, who used the light crossbow and had crazy aim? Was it Ben? Ben kneeled down, held up his arm for balance, aimed a crossbow, and with a perfect shot, fired his light crossbow through the fanny pack of holding, creating a dimensional tear inside of a dimensional tear before it closed. And after a detect magic spell was used, a scar in the fabrication could vaguely be seen. The tribe came back. Everyone, including Razakiro's wife, Tina, came back and witnessed the rest of the ritual. Some of you going your separate ways to eat or chill out or cry, whatever it is your characters would have done, before spending 2 full weeks, 18 days, allowing Jin, under the tutelage of Sasha, to retrain his body and his mind to utilize mutagens, create and utilize mutagens, along with Valxis, who just, for the sake of making sure that if Jin was too dumb to do it, he could make the mutagens for him. You retrained yourself, and you are back as a blood hunter, having retaken the trial, gone through the pain of it, and relearned. Ben additionally sought out Sasha after one of these sessions that you guys had, and after you two had left for the day, to inquire about his existence. She seemed to have done some research and had some understanding of what it is that Ben is. All of Ben is. Which is to say that she kind of gathered that he's more than one being in this vessel. But not that he's an echo of the Lich that's created, but more so a manifestation of the fabrication in a husk, in a corpse, in something that was left behind. She doesn't really grasp or understand the connection between the ritual that seemingly wiped out the Craghail and happened simultaneously with the ascension of Breathic Grey. But she provided as much information as she could, most valuably on liches in general, before heading off for the night, doing your things. Everyone Kelo and Drell worked to help rebuild the guest quarters. Marador had been smashing her head into trees for a while before being asked by Jin's father whether she would, like to go hunting with them instead. And Aphelion spent some days out in the forest developing a spell. I would say, by the way, Austin, that spell, in the way that we discussed it, is something you now have and can use. You've practiced it. You've trained it. In your alone time, you tested it on multiple people, multiple directions, multiple locations.
Any failures?
You were extremely familiar with the things you were trying, because I feel you as Aphelion are safe enough that you wouldn't have tried it on something that would get you all in danger. I would say you come back in the middle of this 2 weeks sometimes with you have leaves and some poultice on your hands where you might have minor burns from little nova explosions as you were trying to cast the spell. But outside of that, it was, you had an idea in mind. You worked for 2 weeks on this idea. You know how to structure it. Do you in your inventory have any gems?
No. So I would have gone to
Valxis, I'm pretty sure, has all of them.
And ask any gems.
Every gem.
He's asking you for any gems that you have that would equal roughly 150 gold. I would say that you probably went through 2 or 3 of them over this 2 weeks.
Let me look at my notes. You said how much?
150 gold.
I hand him 2 rubies, both worth 150 gold.
Okay.
Let's go.
I guess, yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Nice. So it'd be with those rubies. On 2 nights.
I would say that for the rest of you, who are your targets? Who would your targets have been for these tests, Aphelion?
First target would have been Belloc.
Okay. I would say everyone in general gets to roll a perception check for me. Just for the day that this was happening.
Okay.
Valxis, you're experiencing brain rot from having to learn the entirety of a childhood's worth of mutagen information in the matter of 2 weeks.
You mix it with that, and then this becomes that? No, the other way. No,
chemistry's hard, man, especially for a man who's never touched chemistry in his life. Kelo and Jin as well. This is perceptions from everyone.
And for the second target, just to state it, no matter what happens.
Oh, I got a 17. It just didn't make a sound the first time for some reason.
To try and test the target on a creature after testing it on location.
So what's the creature?
Sheila.
Okay. That's one of the failures. Because it's not a fit, and this one didn't explode. It's that creature couldn't be targeted. Something in the magic made the spell fail, but not in a familiarity way, in a way that it's almost as if she doesn't exist. And the spell could not track her. But nonetheless, I would say Jin, Ben, and Drell, all of you notice one night as you're wrapping up your daily duties, Drell, you're finished helping build a new room in the guest chambers, and Jin, you're sort of walking out of the laboratories with Valxis just muttering misunderstandings of these chemical creations, and Ben, I don't know what you were doing with the 2 weeks. I'd say you would have finished the light armor. It's part of your level up, the light armor training, whatever. You were doing your own solo training while Jin was off doing his thing. The 3 of you, as the sun has set, and the night sky is clear and starry. You guys see to the south, almost directly south. I don't know how much bearing you guys have. You know the entrance to the village is from the south, so in the direction of the entrance to the village, you guys see just this, almost like a wave of just translucent red energy just in the sky along with the stars, and left behind is a very bright, very noticeable glowing red star light in the sky to the south. So amongst all the other stars, which have a faint blue or white hue that you see up in the sky, there's just this and then a single really brighter than any other star you guys see in the sky, red star. And that's Drell, Ben, and Jin who notice. And who would your third attempt be on? Because the second attempt wouldn't have consumed the gem.
The second attempt wouldn't have consumed it? Okay.
No, because she was untrackable. So the spell did not proc.
As a... I'm going to try... Me mother.
Your mother?
Me mother. Tia, the adopted mother, if you want to get real specific.
The one from your home.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The most familiar you could possibly be with another person as a Philion. I would say this happens 4 or 5 nights later. I need everyone else to make another perception check.
Okay.
Did you
12.
roll twice again? You did. You rolled
I
a
got
16 and then a 12.
I don't know why. I'm not hearing it show up, so I'm like
Yeah, it's
confused
fine.
and everyone moves so quick.
This time, just Jin and Drell. You both are, again, doing the same thing you guys have been doing almost on a nightly basis. It's become habitual. But this time, from the southwest. So initially it was to the south, to the entrance. Now it's to the southwest. You guys see the same thing. But it's almost... No, it's roughly the same distance. So, same thing. Same nova. The star is in a different place in the sky. But that same red, bright star. And it stays throughout the night. If any of you would intentionally... either of you two would intentionally wake up early for anything, you would notice it in the night sky right as the dawn was breaking. And then as the sun is rising, it fades away. Nonetheless, whether you guys want to discuss it, talk about it, do whatever, that is your prerogative. Your 2 weeks end after a night of Jin drinking with his father. You all awake this 19th morning under the pretense that you're all leaving today. To where? I, as the DM, have no goddamn idea, but it's been told to me that you guys know where you're going. So you guys wake up the next morning, I would assume rather early, so you guys can get an early start in the day. The village itself is quiet. There's a dew on the air, and it's a little bittersweet that after spending a few weeks with these people, that you're heading out. Jin has lost the beast inside of him and adopted a new manner of living and existing. Yeah, books, knowledge, intelligence. You guys fought a dragon, tore a portal open, built a house, had to resurrect someone in a cauldron. You're now 200 pounds of salt down and missing a fanny pack. And you guys get your horses fed and prepped. The cart behind it, housing most of Drell's nonsense. and you guys are ready to leave this next morning. Is there anyone you guys want to see before you head out?
I believe we were trying to link up with Miss Stahl Lightborn before heading off.
She's gone.
I knew you were gonna fucking say that.
But if you want to have caught her during the 2 weeks before she left, we can retcon that. So she was only there because this was before the 2 weeks started. She was there to inspect the tear because initially she was called in to close the portal.
Yeah.
And the fact that you guys had already closed it, she went over to the tear to inspect it, see how sealed it was, make sure that it's safe. Because you guys are currently building a second guest chambers around the scar. So, I mean, if that was a concern, then that would have been a conversation that would have happened the first couple days she was there before she felt that it was safe and secure and left. So, if there was something, you would catch her as everyone's starting to, like, prep the lumber and going out and cutting down trees and doing all that stuff. Aphelion, if you wanted to catch up with Miss Stahl Lightborn, or if anyone wanted to join Aphelion and catching up with Miss Stahl Lightborn, she is currently, you see she's set up like a small little table next to the scar and currently has a bunch of different magical gizmos and gadgets and is sort of inspecting the area, trying to gather just how severe this is, or how closed it really is.
I'll tag along.
Okay.
Hello, Miss Stahl.
Aphelion.
Seem all right?
I mean, you closed it. It's closed. Not to say that it couldn't be reopened. Think of it like a wound in which it needs time to heal over before it's sturdier, grows back stronger. Currently, it's like a tender scabbing, I guess, on the world. So, as long as no one actively tries to rip it back open, which I was told it was a crystal dragon, I don't believe has that capacity.
That's good.
But
is it a huge issue? Like, is it easily trackable?
The scar itself?
Yeah.
It depends on how far the knowledge of its existence travels.
Okay.
And it seems like everyone who knew about it is still here. So unless...
When she says it depends how far the knowledge travels, I look directly at Drill.
What?
This may not be something you want to talk about for any amount of money or reward whatsoever.
Do you give out information for money?
He does.
No.
Deception check.
No.
She goes, good, because if you did, I'd be seriously concerned.
Just what? Just ultimate.
First time it's ever.
But nonetheless, no, this is not something that needs to be, I don't think is currently a concern, and it seems like the people here want to build around it. So, I mean, even if someone were to be seeking out the scar, if there's a structure surrounding it, then I don't think someone would know or be able to see it unless they were looking through the structure somehow. Or if someone was, like, spying on you magically or something.
Why'd you say that? Why'd you say it like that?
Because if someone were to use a spell which allows you to visualize where someone is at an exact moment in time, then they could theoretically see the scar in this exact moment. However, and she waves her hand and there's like sparks that go off of her claws and her eyes flash gold and she looks around. No one's spying on us right now.
Oh, thank God. You know, I really wasn't worried until you said that. Like,
well, is there someone who would be spying on you?
I don't know. It's just, I didn't know that was possible.
You would think you would only be concerned if there was someone you were worried about spying on you, but that's just I guess I don't know.
Well, I mean, I guess there is a couple.
But that's another issue.
A couple? What have you
Potentially.
all been up to since I last saw you? Well, I know some of
lot.
the things you've been on up to, but only the things that happened in the kingdom.
Yeah, it's
You tried to overthrow Pie and Tai?
well, that was.
What?
It's a bit more complicated. It was more of a means to an end. And then
I've
we
spoken
realized
with
it's
my
probably
newest.
not ideal.
I've spoken with the newest council member. Trust me. You can't be the Pontifex of Pie and Tai and not communicate with the other council members. We've spoken. Raidgarn is very vocal.
Speaking of speaking with people, do you happen to know someone named Henry? I miss that guy.
We all know Henry. I've spoken to Henry in front of you before. What do you mean?
Do you know where he is? I miss him.
You want me to just find him for you? For the sake of...
Just like more so like, is he okay? Like...
Why?
Are you here now? You're trained. This is during your training with Sasha.
Yeah. Why are you bringing this up right now?
Oh shit!
Oh, sorry. Pontifex Grinthon. Raidgarn was the previous Pontifex. Grinthon.
I don't know. I kind of forgot about Henry, and then like I remembered that Henry was there, and like I was like, wow, we were really gonna set Henry up.
Yeah, and we were.
Would you like me to track down Henry for you and tell you where
What
he
are we
is?
gonna set Henry up with other than the pie and tie stuff?
Okay, so you are here.
Is he doing the training? Is he doing
Okay.
it during the training? Because I'm like,
Yeah,
what
so
the?
this conversation is Aphelion and Drell are speaking to Mistal Lightborn like a day or two into your 2-week training with Sasha.
Okay,
So you and Valkis are off talking with Sasha. Do you want me to track him down? I can track him down right now.
Sorry,
if you'd like me to.
it was just a really random train of thought.
I mean, I'm sure someone in your group has the ability to track someone down, or at least be able to visualize where they are. A simple scry.
We have our means to check in on Henry. I think Drell just comes from a place of concern, given that we haven't heard from him in a while.
Does he normally contact you with his
Not at all.
well-being? Then
No,
I don't
but, like, I
understand.
really thought like we. Never mind.
You miss him.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand.
Yeah.
He sort of does his own thing. He used to be part of this
He
group.
really does.
He used to be part of this mercenary group, and then something in the Empire happened where they were all sadly killed, except for him, and he sort of traveled on his own since then. They called themselves Bob, the Band of Badasses. It was really stupid.
Wait.
What?
No, keep going.
I don't have anything else to say. You said wait after I was already done speaking. I don't know.
Wait, no, keep going.
If you have questions, I mean, I can answer them.
Just one question, but we were wondering if we could possibly accompany you down back to Hedron, because we'll be roaming around there, resupplying and grabbing up more things for the journey ahead.
Okay. So, how long are you going to be here?
At
least 2 weeks.
We're resting. We're gonna take the time to rest and.
I was
make
trying
sure
to get
everything's
back in the
set
next
up
couple of
for
days.
Oh, then.
If I were to,
Like,
okay, are you willing to? How did you get here?
We got.
I'm hoping I'm pointing behind me in the carriage with the
She
horses.
goes.
And,
Those would have to be left behind. I did not walk here.
Oh. What about the stuff inside the carriage? We could bring that, right?
If you can hold it.
Oh God.
I'll make it work. We can make it work.
Okay. So you all want me to stay here for 2 weeks, so that I could bring you all to Hedron.
Is that all right?
No.
No, that's not really the best option because
No,
Make
we'll
a
just-
persuasion check,
we
Drell.
need the carriage.
Go for it, Drell. I'll allow you to roll for it. Hell yeah.
No.
Not at all. She goes, listen, Drell, First of all, I want to say, I appreciate that you've enjoyed our kin so much that you became one of us.
It's not like that.
And she puts a hand on your shoulder. She goes, "But I am one of the council members of King Dythro. I cannot spend 2 weeks away from my city and the kingdom just so I could teleport you all there."
Yeah,
Wait, you teleported here?
Yes.
That's what yeah.
Sorry, I thought everyone takes like an airship.
It's much faster to travel by
Yeah.
teleportation if I have that kind of magic. And I have a teleportation circle. Never mind, I'm not going to disclose that information to you.
Frankly, bro, I think we've been spoiled because up until recently, I
I mean, she could
walked
tell.
everywhere.
She could, but he just ate
We still
persuasion.
have to know the sigil.
He just ate persuasion.
We still.
Oh,
have to
come
know the sigil.
on. You can trust me. Let me roll again.
At disadvantage.
Let me roll again.
Drell,
man.
listen.
Come on.
You're trying. I know you're trying, and I know that it's ever since what happened with your god, you must be lonely, and I get it. You're struggling. Your friends clearly don't trust you with information. You've
Wait,
been
what?
selling information. You're spiraling down, and it's
I don't
really
sell
sad for me to.
information.
He was confused when you said you don't sell information. And while I do believe
Not
that
gonna say
you
anything
believe you
more.
don't sell information, I 100% believe that you believe you don't sell information. Aphelion seemed extremely confused when you said you don't sell information. And to be honest, I don't know which of you I trust, and therefore you are equally both selling and not selling information in this current moment.
He talked about his life essentially and
What the
was getting
fuck?
payment in return.
She goes, see, now that tracks. That tracks. I believe him.
We just love ratting each other out. It's great.
Listen,
Yeah, keep each other on our toes.
a council member's personal teleportation circle is private business, and if you're in the business of giving away information and or selling it for monetary value, then I cannot disclose that information to you, especially since you've spent so much time working for the royal family in the Empire.
We're gonna go with Philion.
What do you mean? Why is it my fault now?
Snitch.
And whose fault was this? And points at the
That was
scar.
Kelo.
I still.
She goes, I don't know who Kelo is, but it sounds like you were all here to repair it, so I thank you. Because
I
this
got
could
rid
have
of my
been...
fanny pack. I don't have a way to carry things. I had too much money, and I put it in there all the time. And
That was
apparently
a
I had
roller
too
coaster
much.
of some sentences. You lost your fanny pack? But you have too much money? Just buy
Yeah.
another bag of holding.
Where? Where's the nearest magic shop? Do you know?
You bought that one in my city. I presume from the white.
Yeah.
It was. So not to kind of bring this to an end, not to keep you here for any more days.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be in Hedron in probably 3 weeks, maybe 4.
Okay. Should I roll out a red carpet and
No,
get
Keep
trumpets
an eye out
ready?
for us.
Or what do you mean keep it out? Do you think I get a royal welcome when I go back
No,
home?
just keep an eye out, you know?
You want me to watch for your end? Why? Is there something else we need to discuss?
trouble tends to follow.
So should I
Wherever
presume
we
that you'll
go?
be contacting my office when you arrive in Hedron?
Yeah, just
3
for the
weeks
most-
from
yeah.
now, or 3 weeks from the 2 weeks from when you
We'll
leave?
find you. We'll come find you when we get there. Is that like acceptable or like?
That's,
You
I mean,
don't-
anyone's allowed to come to my office, but is this happening? You're staying here for 2 weeks and then traveling by horse carriage down to Hedron, correct?
Yeah.
So about a
what,
month
4 or 5
out.
weeks. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you want me to? Okay.
Don't. It just
She pulls out her finger and
and
starts
we'll let
writing
them
into the
down.
air the way that her sending spell works, where it like carves the words into the air and then they get sent off. And she goes, I've let my assistant know that in a month's time to expect you to possibly show up.
Look, I'm sorry we're so difficult. I
We're-
really
we're
am.
sorry.
You're making an appointment. I guess I can't be
It's-
angry
it's
at you
more
for
of,
being,
honestly, it's more of a courtesy
punctual.
than anything, because everywhere we go, something bad happens. So it's more of just like a precaution to let people know where
Nothing
we go.
bad happened in Headrun.
But not yet.
Yeah.
I mean, once we get there.
Not yet.
I mean, the
I
only
didn't
thing that
say
I know
that.
of
I
is
didn't
you
say
is
that.
your former deity turned into a giant while you were hacky sack performing. It was interesting.
Oh, that
At the
was a-
Church of Lathander, no less. If anything,
some
they could
good
declare that as
times.
heresy.
Those were some good times.
Yeah, you weren't an orc back then. And you wore
Yeah.
this silly mask.
Yeah. Yeah, it was some good times, you know, but like I've changed a lot, you know, I've grown.
Uh-huh.
So I just have one random question about the magic thing.
And I have one possible answer that I may provide you.
I don't want to know how it is, but like, do you have to draw it every time, or is it just like an actual landmark, or is it like a
Are you talking
map?
about a
Like,
teleportation circle?
yeah, is it like a blanket that like you roll out and then it's already drawn on? Like,
I don't understand how Joel's so himbo about everything else, but understands the deep interconnected workings. Of
There's
the
a
teleportation circle.
there's a permanent circle carved into somewhere that I know that I am going to be traveling back to, and when I were to perform the spell that I would then teleport home, yes, I would have to draw a circle on the ground to perform a teleportation ritual to be able to go home, and that one is temporary and is not in use the moment I teleport.
do you remember how to draw it every single time?
Yes.
Crazy.
Bro, am I there?
No,
No.
you're training with Jin.
I know. I want to like comment.
Both of you wanted
You
to
can
comment.
comment in a, hey, so we talked to Miss Doll before she left today conversation later.
Oh.
Okay. Is there anything else you guys want to do during that 2 weeks before you guys are back back to the morning of your departure?
Hey, Vox, it's Jin. So here's what we told Mistall.
Cool. Relays everything to you
Yeah.
guys that night.
Drell, you know that I draw out my spell like anytime. Have you not?
No, I've
Okay,
literally
it's
never
the same.
seen you.
It's the same thing every time. Anyway.
I've never seen it before.
I'm usually like doing stuff while you're doing spells. I don't know.
That's fair. That's fair.
Totally valid.
Oh, my life.
I
Very
mean, like,
valid.
Totally
I
valid.
don't. I think the only spell I've seen you actually do is identification, and usually you just hold the thing and you think for a while. Like I don't.
What about
I don't-
Thunderwave?
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
I genuinely don't know how magic
Oh.
works. Like
Doesn't know how money works. Doesn't know how magic works. But knows.
Listen,
that,
that
you need
battle
to-
forged range education, that's what needs to be worked on. You go there, you stop the war, you work on the education of those children, because by God, they are not being provided the resources they need.
I want classrooms in every barracks.
You know what? While we're at it, we'll go to Yolheim and do the same thing, because all they did was pull you into a monastery and teach you about the joy of life.
Drell don't know much.
go on a-
Like,
Go on a countrywide petition.
like clearly Drell didn't go down the magic route for obvious reasons.
The end of the campaign is going to be like, Drell went back home to the Battleforged Range and started a new school called Drell's School for the Magic Inept.
and it
Does
just
the
teaches them
Battleford
how to
range
count.
not have any magic casters?
No.
If there are casters, it's all battle magic. Like everyone's trained
could-
for war. Like they're
The
all
cleric
trained from a young
definitely
age
see.
that you are going to be fighting this fight that we've been fighting and your ancestors have been fighting for hundreds of years.
So I would assume Drell knows how to like defend and the basics of magic. 'cause it's
Sure.
like,
He survived
these
being
people
blasted
are-
with magic.
yeah.
But a
yeah,
teleportation spell? How bards cast their magic?
Like I see Valks
It's definitely a more martial focused area.
I think end of campaign, there's now an obligation for Drell to finish up his biography.
yeah.
Yeah.
Actually
Well, we
publish
gotta
it.
give it some more time, you know. Like I can't go back and tell her anything that happened anytime soon. It's been kind of boring. Oh
Yeah,
wait,
everything's built
actually, I could get like 15 plat if I tell it right.
Didn't she already pay you for the rest of your life's rights? I'm pretty sure she paid you for everything up to now, and then for the rest of time. You got paid twice.
No. So like, she wrote a contract with me, so I would be exclusive.
Right, and she paid you for exclusivity rights to the information of the rest of your life. And you also signed in that contract that if you die, she gets your body.
Right.
Which means it's already paid for.
No, I'm gonna get more money from her. I swear to God.
Try. You can absolutely make an attempt.
Terrell does not understand contracts.
Sold his soul to a librarian.
That's a fantastic Warlock patron.
You fucking start screaming with your problems, and they're like, shh. Inside voice, what's your fucking problem? Like,
listen, I keep pushing wizard books in your head for you to cast magic. Leave me alone.
yeah.
You didn't return the last one. I'm not giving you a new one.
Yeah, I love
Your
that.
book was overdue.
I actually fucking love that. Doesn't learn anything new because they're not actually paying attention.
An abyssal librarian. It's an abyssal librarian with the knowledge of
I'm
the
writing
universe.
this down. If my character dies, this is the next character.
Okay. But the morning of everyone's departure, unless there's something else you guys want to retcon in for the 2 weeks. Okay, we're good. So the morning of your departure, unless there's someone you guys specifically want to say your final goodbyes to before you head south.
Okay, bye.
Okay, you all hop in the cart, and in the morning dawn, without any official or proper goodbyes, because who likes goodbyes? They're awkward as shit. Jin said his piece last night to his father. You all head south. Is the goal here to go to Hedron? Because I think we're going to be relying on Jin's survival, as there are no roads that take you to the first sort of sign of civilization.
Oh.
Right.
So Jin, I'm going to need an advantage survival check. 23. Okay, yeah. You being in the village for as many weeks as you have at this point, you've sort of, it's like riding a bike. You've refamiliarized yourself with the land, the terrain, directionals, and this newfound mutagen use has like, it's less that you're containing something angry and hostile inside you, and more that you're in full control of the power and the knowledge that you have. So you're able to get everyone out, and I would say it takes about a week and a half. So I'm going to say, actually, no, I'll say it's a full week. A full week, 9 days for you guys to get the Prenthos, which is a farming town. It's small. There's nothing of strict value. You guys maybe stop here, grab more rations for yourselves or food for the horses. I would say everyone can dock 1 gold just in stuff that you buy when you guys make a pit stop in Prenthos. Before traveling, I would say another week and a half at this point. To
1 platinum is 10 gold, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So you guys, hold on. I do want to.
I have 9 gold. Had 1 platinum coin, now I have 9 gold coins.
Nice.
Sorry, I'm fucking up the cameras for a second for information's sake.
Woo! Information.
Okay, you guys are currently in. You're like midway through autumn right now. You guys are entering the month of Quieted, which is the 3rd month of autumn, about to enter winter.
It's getting cold.
Yeah. You guys are traveling south, so it's really not that big of a deal. But I would say as of your time, both in the Empire and Because you guys were in Polroon, and then Gribless, and then Quieted. Yeah, or Kited. What's the date today? 3/15? The Ides of March? Yeah, you guys are in Quieted. Starting to get cold. The trees are all, trees that aren't pine trees or trees that stay full grown throughout the whole year, starting to lose their leaves. You're starting to see colors, or you're through seeing colors. Like this travel south is you guys were in summer when you met, and it was bright greens and full leaves and warm weather, and it's starting to be cold with a breeze as you guys travel south. Although you've been used to this, being in the Empire, being so close to the snow, being so far north in this continent, it doesn't feel that different. And it's interesting that it doesn't feel different due to how far north you guys have been, but it looks different. The entirety of the Dythornian Kingdom, or at least this western half of it, seems full of reds, yellows, oranges, hay fields as you guys travel, of different independent farmers, just full of grain, cornfields, all sorts of different things. This is a farming season. We're getting to the point where everyone's going to harvest before the winter, and you guys take another week and a half before you wind up in Hedron.
Oh,
So you guys on your carriage start entering. You see the city. There's no city walls in Hedron. It's a pretty open city. It's not like Belloc, which is very guarded and locked down as the capital. It's still large. It's still a very large city, but you enter, you see the industrial almost facilities and things off in the distance as you guys come up on this day that's 24 days later. You've been traveling for 24 days. Everyone obviously long rests if you need to reset spells, if you want to do anything like that, get hit dice back that you lost. All of that. Totally fine. Nonetheless, you guys are in Hedron. What are you guys doing here?
Does anyone happen to remember where that magic shop is? I need a new bag.
It's not hard for you all to go to the market district. However, being able to take the cart and horses through the city is not something that's as likely. So,
I have a pouch of money. I'll just take my pouch of money.
So are you guys leaving the horses in carriage with the stables?
Yeah, I guess I'll get them taken care of.
There are the northern stables. There are multiple stables in this city on the different cardinal directions of the city, but you guys leave your horses in carriage at the stable to the north and enter the city. Are you guys is everyone beelining straight for the Wispy White?
No, go and
Jin will come with and just kind of just peruse and see.
Okay.
Follow through with Mistal. Letting her know.
So who's going with Aphelion to Mistal and who's going to the Wispy White?
I am.
I'll go with
the Misty White.
Jin will go with Drell to the Wispy White.
Are you kidding?
This is gonna be an interesting one.
Boy, why are you parading around with?
I need to I have 4 notebooks I've written stuff in, so I had to find the one that definitely has stuff of Hedron in it. And it's this one.
Forever ago.
Yeah.
It was a very long time ago.
Yeah, I got it. Okay. So, you guys are going to the Wispy. We'll do the Wispy White boys first. So, who's going magic shopping?
Me.
Jin is going with Drell.
Drell, Jin. Okay. So Ben, Aphelion, Valxis, and Kelo are all going to Mistal?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You want to come with us?
Valxis.
I also want to go look at them. Keep cool.
I mean, you can always just go after the fact.
What are you guys truly gonna buy? We don't have that much money.
Do you know how
I have
loaded
a
Drell is?
shitload of money.
Dude,
And it's
That's
quote unquote
crazy.
our money. Plus, Bloxus has like thousands and thousands of gold worth of gems.
Yeah, I have a lot of money.
Yeah.
How
That's
much money in
crazy.
gems? How much gem money did you get off me?
So the jade alone is 2,500.
5 jades worth
gold.
500 gold apiece, so it's 2,500 gold, aka 250 platinum.
gold.
Yeah, see, I forgot about those.
That's just the jades.
And then I have 1 emerald worth 600. The diamonds are going nowhere. We're keeping those because we'll need those if we die.
Yeah, 'cause I don't have any more salt.
And then I have 400 golden sapphires.
So we should go shopping, is what you're saying.
Yeah,
Alright,
probably.
bet. Say no more, Chief.
Say no more.
Do we want to check in and then go collectively as a party then?
We check
Why are
in
we-
collectively
why-
and then go collectively.
Why?
I feel like we
Why
gotta
are we
check
checking
at
in
the...
with her? Why
I
are
don't
we?
know. We gotta check in at the hotel, drop our stuff off, and then we can go shopping.
You mean-
That's usually how it works.
I mean, at the inn where the guys, the tree guy is the whole inn.
Oh fuck, we're here.
That one.
Oh my god.
I forget his name. What was it?
Kurth
Greenbrow.
Greenbrow?
Yeah, Kurth.
Kurth Greenbrow at the
It's
Tangled
Kurth.
Tree Ant?
How can I just
Yeah.
forget Kurth Greenbrow? Of course.
Yeah. Kurth.
Fuck.
You know your boy Kurth.
Fuck. How can I forget Kurth, man? Fuck.
I mean,
I'm going to
we
the
could
magic
just-
shop.
Yeah. Yeah, we could just
Okay.
go after.
So do you guys want to do, are you doing Mistall first or are you doing the magic shop first? Is everyone going together or are we splitting up?
We can just go to Mistall and the magic shop if you want to go to the magic shop.
So Mistall
We'll
first.
stick together.
Let's just all go to Mistall.
Okay.
I would say this whole time Marador's just been keeping herself quiet and traveling with you guys. She's sort of like, I would say Aphelion, you kind of gather that she's just getting a vibe of you guys. You haven't traveled long together, and she's just trying to understand how within a week or two of knowing you guys, you ripped open a tear to the elemental plane of air, and why she's making the decision to
How
stay
does
with
this
you, but
feel
also
fair?
like really trying to understand who
It's a
you
lot
are
of
all as
fair-
individuals.
It's a lot of fair questions.
Yeah. So
to
she's
ask
just keeping
yourself.
an eye out. She doesn't feel comfortable going in and talking to Mistall. Or not comfortable, but you guys have business with her, so she stands guard outside. Not guard, but just waits outside.
Yeah.
You guys
Main
all
two
go in.
things, just
You
letting her
find
know, following through, and second thing is if there's any recent news of like
is this you talking to the
large developments. Yeah,
Us?
the secretary or to you guys? Like you're talking
just to the group. Like,
Okay.
if we've been gone for a while in the since the kingdom, so it'd be good to get some information about what is going on.
Gone. I think we've been out of the kingdom for a month.
Yeah. The only recent development.
Maybe 2 months.
Maybe, I think
No.
a month and a half. I think like
No,
it's long,
'cause
but
it
not
was-
that long.
No, because it was we crossed the bridge, and then we got an airship to the capital, and then we spent 2 weeks
Yeah,
doing the hags, and then we came back, and then it took us.
We took a week
you
off
guys
for rest.
you guys were in summer, Soul Rend.
Yeah.
When you guys were leaving Pie, and you were now in the third month of. You were at the end of summer
Oh,
because you guys only traveled for like 3 weeks between Belloc. I'd say 3 weeks total to get from Belloc to Hedron to Cedrock to Hedron to Pie was 3 weeks that you guys were together.
so we've been gone 2 months. Okay,
2 to 3 full months, or you're in your third month.
sick.
Yeah.
nice.
Time is a funny thing. Okay, never mind. So maybe it is good to check in.
Except
Oh,
for you
good.
know that they checked in with Mistall Lightborn 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
Or 4 weeks ago. 4 weeks ago.
4 weeks ago.
So, you guys walk in. You see that same half-elf woman, glasses, head down, writing, furiously. Little bell on her desk, like she's a receptionist. She doesn't even notice your entrance. Huh?
Hi, Indrisa.
Hello. Oh. She takes out a notebook and starts flipping through, and she goes, "You're early?"
Oh my god, we're early?
I don't know. I mean, I have here 4 to 5 weeks to... Actually, you're right on time. You kind of made it right in the middle.
Yes!
She thought you weren't going to... God damn it. She pulls out a pouch with gold and flicks out a certain amount and then puts it in another pouch. And then she goes... And she goes, "I'll go let Miss Stoll know you're here." And she stands up and goes over to the door.
Out of that place?
You say wait, and she turns around and goes, "Yes?"
Did you bet against us?
I bet that you probably wouldn't show up at the exact time interval you gave over a month ago.
That's so rude. You don't even know how studious we are.
Okay,
No, but
people gamble on things all the time.
I would take that bet.
You gamble on people losing arena fights?
Yeah.
That's rude.
No, I would
once.
also expect it. You've
You've done that before, and you're calling me rude? The
I had to
hypocrisy.
fucking think about
The
that shit.
hypocrisy! And then she walks off to Miss Stahl's office, knocks on the door.
So
You guys see her like go down a hallway.
Like, I get like it's one thing when you bet in an arena, but
very
that's against us. Like I saw the money getting put on the table. Like,
Well, Joel, we are not very punctual people.
but we were this time. Oh, okay. You know, I
Yeah,
guess I
this
get it.
one time.
She comes back out, and she's in her office. If you all know the way to her office.
Yeah.
And she leads you all in. You guys a little crammed in this time with Kelo with you. There's no Opal this time, so a lot less room space. But you all enter the room, and she goes, "You know, I took a risk betting that all of you would be here when you said you would be here, especially since it was Drell that told me when you'd be here, but
Does that mean anything for me now?
it means you were punctual at least once, and I assume that the rest of them made you punctual.
It means that we can be punctual. It's possible.
It means you have the capacity to be punctual.
But do you trust me anymore to like know about like the mat or whatever, the blanket circle?
That's what you're still on about? It's been
She goes, "What do you
days."
mean? What blanket circle?"
Sorry, I've been really thinking about this for a while. Like, what if like you
What?
sewed like the pattern or whatever into like a blanket?
I
and
don't
then
know
you
what
didn't
you're
have to
talking
draw
about.
it every time.
Draw what?
Filion, what was it called?
I don't know what he's talking about.
It doesn't matter, Joe.
Are you talking about the teleportation circle?
Oh!
Yeah!
She goes, "It's been a month. I completely forgot that you were curious about teleportation. My apologies. Yeah, I guess you could stitch it on a blanket, but every time you perform the ritual, it like burns away, and that's the whole point of the magic. So like, unless you want to re-stitch a blanket every single time you teleport. Plus
Does
the
that really
blanket,
happen?
the blanket would be left behind. How are you taking it with you if you're performing the ritual on top of it? You don't take the circle with you.
You just have a second one, and then the second one, that's what it's
Wait,
linked
are
to?
you saying you wanted a
You have
teleportation
a
blanket?
duplication
like a
spell.
teleportation rug?
I do not have a duplication spell. I feel like if a
that
duplication
can
spell
what if, like-
existed,
Duplicate.
if that
Isn't it-
existed, there'd be a lot
Wait.
more rich people in this world.
Question.
Mr. Benevolent One. Yes. Drell.
So like if you teleport with whatever you're holding, right?
Right.
Yeah.
What if like you
You
put
can't hold the
shoes-
blanket right as you
No, shoes that like you sew into the blanket.
I feel like that's a quick way to get your feet ripped off by magic.
I don't understand what's like how what
Good point.
She goes,
Well, if
I-
you want like a mode of transportation where you can constantly
you understand, you're making it more difficult
Yeah.
than it already is.
I just don't I just
It
want
just
to
seems
see
like
it
it'd be easier
happen,
if we
I
just did it with
guess.
chalk and then we drew it and we don't really have to worry about a thing.
Yeah.
Like you're
It'd be scary
talking
to
about
stick a
spending
chalk.
money on a
Look,
you
I
are
didn't know it was
hiring
like
a seamstress or a seamster
I didn't
to
know it was a danger spell.
Well, it's
like,
not about
Dude, we're
danger. It's about a wasting
teleporting.
of resources. You're talking about buying shoes specifically that you're going to be having someone sew into a blanket. When
By
I
the
can
way,
just
Joe,
go
there's
get
a lot
I can go
of
get
us,
a piece
too.
of chalk for like a copper.
But like, I just thought like I don't know.
How about this, Drell?
Been thinking about this for a
Drell,
while.
Drell, how about this? You go to the College of the Fabrication. You learn how to utilize magics. You learn how to teleport. You try it yourself, and then bring me the results.
How do I get into the school? They're just gonna let me in?
I mean, you have to go to the Soul Isle first.
What?
No, don't say that, because that's where he's gonna want us to go next. We have more important things.
You would have to go to the Soul Isle and then
No.
register for
Please,
classes
no.
in the College of the
No,
Fabrication.
please.
And
Where's the Soul Isle? How far is that? Like, we got a
God damn
carriage.
it's the
Damn it.
entire.
I got two horses.
You've never heard of Palethorn?
No.
The continent that's the only non-land connected place. It's the only large continental island on this world.
Drell looks back at like he looks everyone else in the eye, and he's like,
I mean, continents are such a bit. The children know continents. The Grand Library.
I look at
that
I
one.
look at, oh, that I've been there.
Yes.
I've been there.
You've been to the Grand Library.
Wait, is that the one? Wait, was that the one in Valx's house?
No.
No, that is
Bro,
my
you've
personal
been to a
library.
library.
The Grand
Oh,
Library,
library.
operated by no less than 2,000 librarians or seekers, run and access granted by a council of elders in the Narnia Dominion.
Are you reading that off a piece of paper?
No, I went to school there with Henry.
It sounds like you need to read off a
I
pamphlet.
think that's been the most himbo thing Drell has ever said.
Well,
Grand Library, don't you-
because that's how they teach it to anyone. It's right. If you're talking about the Dithronian Kingdom, you would say the Dithronian Kingdom with the Dithronian Council, where every member is a different. Like you would talk about countries and continents in that way. You've never heard of one of the 5 continents on this planet.
I'll lean over to Valxis. It sounds like
Okay,
she's rehearsed that.
Okay, I'm gonna be real honest. Can I do a history check? Does Drell know the name
Sure.
of this continent? Like,
Sure, go ahead.
Cubby
You
does not know the name
don't
of the
know.
continent.
You don't know what a continent is.
That's what I thought. That's what I was under the impression of. I came from.
You're like, what the fuck's a continent? Like what? We travel from a kingdom to an empire, but that's just who's ruling. That's like, what the fuck? Wait, Cubby, did you just say you don't know what continent you're on?
Me, Cubby,
Yeah.
myself,
Uh-huh.
me. I do not remember the name of the continent.
No, I don't
Current
either.
continent that you guys are on. Does anyone without looking at their notes know what continent you guys have been in this whole
Hold on,
time?
I'm looking.
I said without looking at your notes.
If I zoom in, oh,
Hold on.
It's not on this.
I don't
It's
know
not on
the
this.
name of the continent.
it's
you-
not the big one that says Dithronian Kingdom, right?
No, that's
No,
the
it's
country
not.
you're
That's
in.
the kingdom.
That's the
That's the country you're in. Come on.
It starts with a V.
It does start with a V.
B?
Starts with a V.
the Kelo.
Like
No.
Oh, I guess
Yeah.
Vitron.
Yeah, Vitrion.
I didn't realize that was the.
That is the country you
The
guys, or the
continent.
continent that you guys are in that has all of these countries.
See, I thought it was a country.
No,
Wait,
the
so-
the
but-
Dithronian Kingdom is a country. The Winterlight Empire is a country. The Kaleo Coastland is a country. You guys are in the continent of
Oh.
Vitrion.
The Soul Isle is in Palethorn.
The Soul Isle is Palethorn.
Is
The
Palethorn.
same thing.
Got it. Okay, got it. Moniker.
Yeah.
I don't know. We could blow up that little land bridge that connects the Craghill and the.
Jesus Christ.
You guys could
Love.
blow up a lot of land bridges to make a lot of things. There's a lot of land bridges.
Let's make sure we get these concrete borders all.
Are you talking
all
about the
stepped
bridges
in.
on the
Remember-
Bentrol
hey,
River?
No.
Just become.
Wait, is this out of character, Noah?
That was
still?
LOC. Yeah, that was an
No,
LOC
they're talking about the
bridge
land bridges on the world map, not the Vitrion map.
Oh yeah. We forget there's a world map.
Blow up every single bridge that exists.
That's what I was thinking.
Okay. Okay, so I'm looking at this.
Uh-huh. Are you looking at the
I'm
world
looking
map?
at the. Yeah, I'm looking at the world map.
Okay.
So
Let me pull
the
up the world
the
map
mountain
so I
range on
can
the right
tell
side
you.
of Vitrion is the Battleforge range,
Okay.
and on the
hold
left is the Barren Gritlands, right?
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
I need to pull.
Yeah.
pull it up so I can work
correct.
along with you. But yes, the Barren Gritlands are to the west.
Okay.
To the east is the
Okay.
Battle Forge range.
So that okay. I see now. I understand. I get it. I now know where our world is placed in this world. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, me, the player, Noah, now has context. Drell doesn't have a fucking clue still.
Nice.
That's fine.
Proud of you.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, so
feel like we
Drell
got
just
really
looks
off
at her
topic here.
very confusingly still.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what you're talking about. I thought like
If you don't want to go to school to get an education in magic, then you'd have to, I don't know.
No, I just don't know where that is. Like,
Well,
you keep saying continents. I don't know what a
far.
continent is.
You are currently in the Dythronian Kingdom, which is a country. Right? The Empire is another country. The Kelo Coastland, another country. The Battleforge Range has identified itself as a country. All of those together are on a continent.
And that's where I am now.
You're in both a country and a continent.
Why? That doesn't make sense.
What do you mean, why?
Oh, no.
What, I don't know how to help you if... Like, what do you mean, why? Like, why what?
I don't know why is it why like how many continents are there then?
5?
Why is there 5? Why not
Why
one?
is there anything ever?
This is the first I'm hearing about this. I'm sorry. I don't.
Okay, so when we've been discussing things, anyone's been discussing things like the crag hail. What did you think the crag hail was?
Girl, think of it this way.
Drell literally like
your body is like, think of it this way. You're with an analogy that your body is the world, and we'll say that your head is Vitrium, the continent. That would mean your brain, in the smaller parts that make up your head, are the countries.
Yes, your nose would be a country. Your mouth would be a country. Both of your eyes would be countries.
So what would my hand be then?
Another continent. Actually, it'd probably be a country on the continent of your arm.
So what would this be?
That's a continent.
This whole thing's a continent?
Yes, and then your hand is a country.
As an analogy.
And each
not
finger
literally.
is a city.
What?
that'll hold him for 5 minutes. All right, let's get down to this. That'll keep him.
Good, he's looking down at his hand. Okay, what can I do for you all? You scheduled this appointment a month in advance.
Well, for the most part,
What a colossal waste of time. Sorry.
we're going to be spending a lot of money here.
Uh-huh.
Is there any news or perhaps some work that you may have for us to get some coin back? Anything in mind?
So you have a lot of money. You're going to spend all of it, but don't want to be poor. So you need work to refill.
It's a constant cycle for us. We are constantly spending money.
We don't have a home or anything. We just are on the go. So it makes sense where the investment.
I've never had a problem with it, but like,
bro, you hold all of our money. You never have a problem because you hold all our money.
He doesn't know what a continent is, but you allow him to hold all of your money.
If you think, well, it's because at the time he was wearing the fanny pack. And
I'm holding all the money from now on.
Yeah, now the real.
This all just settled in all at once. Everyone just realized how bad of an idea it was.
No,
well, first off, we didn't know he had this much money.
But it's not like we would. It's not like we could ask you to relinquish the bag because that wasn't.
Yeah, it's your bag, and it's the safest place.
Drell is holding a backpack full of money right now. By the way.
No, I thought all the money is on Valxis.
No, because Valxis can't hold the pile of money. Valxis took the gems.
Okay.
I have all the coins.
I was like, what's the?
I have a bag full of like random coins.
You're being weighed down a bit by that giant backpack of coins.
Yeah, I know.
Every step he takes is jinga 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 jinga.
The entire ride here.
It's
Yeah.
a lot of money.
Oh no.
She goes, so what kind of work are you looking for? I mean, I could see if the farmers need manual laborers. I can see.
Oh.
I mean, there's the notice board in which you guys specifically took a job from before, where the branch
you still
boys.
have that?
What? No, after you defeated the branch boys, we decided to get rid of the notice board. It's just gone. You did the only thing we ever needed anyone to do. It's gone. It's crazy.
Sorry.
You rescued the kids that were on that board, and you defeated the branch boys. There's no reason for us to have any help from anyone ever again. Nothing else could ever go wrong.
Don't say that.
Oh.
Dude, that is a bad thing you put out.
What could possibly go wrong?
She just sees this look in Jin's eye where he drums out. And I've said that a lot too.
This is how here we are.
And
I feel like you guys need to get through your troubles.
Everyone says that to us.
Not the first time.
I waved, but my camera's not even on.
Yeah.
Fucking dumbass.
I mean,
Cubs.
Oops.
I think Austin's muted himself, so we can't hear.
I know he's She's.
Grandma was asking
She's
if
acid.
she saw the photos. Probably not right now, but we'll.
I
talk
did
about
see
it.
the photos. I did.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're okay. That was really scary.
You gotta tell your friends. You gotta show them. I bet you don't try to reproduce that one.
No.
Okay, we'll show him later. We'll show him later. So people aren't wondering. She was in a really scary accident.
Oh shit!
Yesterday, so no, not yesterday.
weekend.
Saturday, she hydroplaned her.
She hit a
car
puddle on the highway and
going
it shot her to the
70
ditch and the car rolled.
I've
seven-
done
somewhere
that before.
between like 70, 80 miles an hour, and then like got
The
into
car
One
like
time it rained. in
I'm glad
California.
she's all right.
yeah.
It's been raining a
Holy
lot
shit.
recently. I don't, dude. It's
Listen,
Kinda
someone's got to
gross.
put out all those fires.
someone's
Atmospheric
got to do it.
labor.
Yeah, atmospheric labor is the right term.
Damn, I'm glad she's all right. That's scary.
What
Yeah.
job do we even want, guys? Like,
Do you think I keep a track of everything someone puts on that
Look,
post board?
We'll go check out the post board. And
Right.
like if that.
What
is there
kind of
anything,
work
like,
are you looking for?
guys,
the-
we have
the-
really big fish to fry. Like,
we
there's-
want the work that you don't put on the bulletin board.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, the what he said.
Jin just draws. What are you signing us up
I
for?
mean, if you say so, listen. Go do your shopping.
Jin's scared now. Jin lost his powers. This now scared.
Go do your shopping, and come back, and I will have hopefully prepared for you and drafted up for you something that we haven't been able to hire anyone for because it's of such utter. It's a very dangerous thing that we can't just put on a post-it board because our people would be going out and dying. So
Sounds exactly like the thing we'd be capable of.
That's why I said something that doesn't go on that board.
Okay,
It's
hold
like-
on.
I mean, there's a severe
We
risk
need to have
here.
a group huddle in the hallway after
You
this.
go shopping and you think
Yeah.
about what you want. I'll have
Yeah,
it
we'll
prepared
think.
anyways, and we'll just go from there.
Jin's terrified.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Okay, come here in the hallway.
You guys all go outside.
Are you fucking serious? You know there's a
What?
fucking phoenix we have to take care of or help with.
We've already taken. Look, we already.
It is trying
said...
to break out of where it currently is.
Hear me out. We said we weren't worried about the Phoenix. So, like, what's wrong with taking one more side quest? We didn't want to get involved with that. Remember?
How many days have passed?
Many.
9 days.
Okay, it was
First half. First leg was 9 days, and then
No, I know.
Sure.
First one was a week. Second one was a week and a half.
Like,
Plus the 2 weeks you
if-
guys were in the village doing training. I got
Like,
it.
If that's what we want to do, why don't we go back up to Valxis's mom? and
that
then
is a
be like-
discussion for Valxis to handle. But the information was given to us.
Jin.
All right, so this is a bigger
I-
discussion than right here, huh? Like,
Yeah, then right.
That's
here.
why I was surprised you said sign us up for something that you don't.
Okay,
let people sign
I
up
just
for."
want to clarify really quick. It's been 58 days since you guys left the capital of the Empire.
Yeah, it's
because you guys, it took 2 weeks for you guys to get down on the airship. Or
Yep.
it took a week on the airship to get down, which is 9 days. Then you guys got off the airship, took a cart, went across through the city, across the bridge, into the woods, where you had multiple days in the woods before you got to the village, spent multiple days in the village before the tear, then spent 2 full weeks, 18 days, there, plus another 2.5 weeks just to get down here, which was another 21, 22 days. So just the 2 weeks you spent in the Lacrosang Forest and the 2.5 weeks you guys took to get to Hedron, that combined is already 40 days.
Nice.
So you guys have left the capital on the airship 58 days ago.
Dude.
Jin,
What?
I think that the Empire is having its own is going about its own means to take care of that. If it's something that we really want to do, that would be a discussion for all of us, and especially Valxis, to go and join with those efforts.
This is always our discussion, guys. It's always every new place we go to. We sort of solve a problem and go, well, what are we going to do next? And I don't know. What is this and this?
Look, we've already
This is
talked
something that's
about
happening,
this.
guys.
We literally talked about this before we left for your village. We
And I
literally
think-
said there's a lich, and we can't do the lich because we're not strong enough. And why are we gonna go get the lich? And they were like, well, let's go get the phoenix. And then we decided we don't want to get the phoenix.
Drill, before you go on this tangent, keep in mind, we went to Hedron mostly for you to get another bag to be able to carry stuff.
Shit.
For you, so we have to prepare before we go on.
Is there
Did
a
you guys
further
think Hedron is the only place that has a magic shop?
Yes.
We know of, and but that's like a black market shit going on.
Yes, Corey. This is the only place that we can buy magic shit from.
I mean, we could have asked for something while we were in my village. I didn't want to say that.
Yeah, I don't know why we didn't.
You guys wanted heads run in the group chat? I was like, all right. I was
said
Why
like,
did
nothing.
you say anything?
felt like it was kind of obvious. that
Hey,
you could
silence
ask.
is consent. No, I'm kidding. That's just totally taking that back immediately. Taking that back immediately. Taking that back immediately. Not letting that sit. Taking that back so
Silence
fast.
is the sign. Is
Silence-
siding with the
it's-
oppressor.
I was
okay?
thinking about it more in a sense of bullying, where they say if you do
Yeah.
nothing, you're egging it on. Not in the sign of,
You're
not in
allowing
the sign
it to be
of like I
An
was.
indecision is a decision.
Right, I was
Exactly.
not going in a
All of it's gonna be-
direction of.
We all knew how you meant it,
Hey,
but it's
confidential.
hilarious nonetheless.
All of it's gonna be blacked out in CIA confidential. All that redacted.
Yeah, 100% redacted. Totally, I meant it in a way
Yeah.
that bullying
Corey's
happens.
gonna-
Where like if you do, there's all those things you were told as a kid. Well, if you do nothing, that means you're allowing it to happen. Like fucking, that's the direction I was.
War
It's-
crimes.
Yeah. Ooh.
What a fucking reply to that. I'm gonna start
I
saying
don't know.
that
For
in our
some kids,
fucking
bullying
Discord
built
chat.
Built character.
resilience. Character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to get beat
Right.
around a little bit. A little bit of hazing's good for everyone.
All right, yeah. So we're here for me to get a magic bag and to spend half of our fortune here. Yeah.
You guys bought the first bag after like your second quest ever. You're loaded right now.
Yeah, and we pulled together for that bag and had a lot of sentimental attachment. Okay.
Yeah, that bag was like
Getting a new
300
bag.
gold. You're at like 200
And
plus
that was
platinum
all
at
of
this
our
point.
money.
It was all of our money at the time. You don't
Yes,
understand.
Joe, I'm gonna be honest.
Having a
Who
breakdown.
gives a fuck about that bag? I know it went so well
I
with us,
do.
but the bag served its purpose, man. We're gonna get you a new one.
But like, I'm sentimental.
We used
Bro,
the
you
bag
are more attached to your
close
bag than your old body.
His
That's
old body
actually a
still
good
exists.
perspective.
It's not like
That
he
actually
lost
is
a
a-
body and hopped into another one. He just sort of transformed.
Look, there's cool things I can do with this body that I can't do with the other body, and I'm kind of digging it right now. And like, I didn't at first, but like, that's growing
Let's just
pains.
go shop. Let's just go shop, and then once we finish shopping, we'll just hear what they want to offer us, or figure out what we want to do from here. But
Let's get a bag. Let's get a bag first.
Go
As
get
we're
that
walking
bread.
over,
I'm just worried what you might have signed us up for, man.
I think I signed us up for anything. We have to say yes still.
Yeah. As we're walking over, I'm gonna lean over to Jin. Like I said, I was gonna say before, I think it's actively being taken care of because one of the nights I was trying to test something and I was testing a new spell and I tried to track down Sheila, but she's not around.
What do you mean by that? Like she's somewhere else or is she dead?
No, like most likely with her capabilities, probably not dead. That's just me optimistically thinking. So probably just outside of the world, I guess.
Okay. I mean, this is Jin whispering to Ophelia. If she initially took care of, the problem she had at hand going in there, then she must constantly be checking on it or they must be sending her back there. But it seems like it's actively growing stronger to break out, and I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not saying we're the only ones who can stop it, but right now we're the only few people who know about it and could help.
Know about it. Yeah. No, I get that.
But
So where's this Wispy White?
You guys have just been traveling to the market district. You guys know it's a whole area. Last time you guys were here, you went to the Wispy White as well as the camping facility that exists here to buy tents and stuff because you guys had never traveled outside of a caravan before. But nonetheless,
we left those. Yep.
Yeah, you walk into the Wispy White. It's as dark and brooding as you remember. It's nearly pitch black. But that's the way that this store is run. Blacked out curtains. Is everyone going in?
Sure.
yeah.
Kelo?
Charles going in, yeah.
Kelo, you going in the magic shop? Drew?
Woo.
Drew?
Woo.
Okay, I'm just going to assume Drew's not here. Nonetheless, you guys all go in, and in like a cold wind, just appearing in front of you is the White, whose name I don't think you guys ever gathered before.
No.
If you did, then I will continue referring to her by her name. But I don't think you guys ever got her name.
No.
If you say it, I'll remember it.
Oh.
You got it?
Yeah.
Okay, then it was said. Sincera. And she just appears and gives you a wide head turn smile. Welcome back.
Hey.
And she up to your face, Drell, like right up to your face and goes, and who are you?
Oh, Dro. Oh, I look different, but I've been here before. Remember I bought the
The
fanny
head
pack?
snaps from one side to the other. The fanny pack. You've changed.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Yeah.
And then she
happen to...
back to the
Oh.
spot that she was standing before instead of being in your face.
Drell slowly like walks up again to her. Do you have another fanny pack of holding, like another bag of holding, like maybe a different style or something? Like
She cocks her head again. Let me look.
got another style or something? Like
And she disappears.
I'm a material girl.
You guys are in this room while she's going and looking for a bag of holding.
What else do I see on these walls?
What do you
What
want?
we got on the displays?
What do you want? I told you guys previously that I'm not preparing magic stores to like.
Oh, I meant to ask, can she detect any like curses on me?
So you're gonna wait for her to come back to ask her.
Yeah.
But like, I I told you guys the last time that we were here that like the way I'm
try to
running
get
magic
these
shops,
sorted.
I'm not gonna like prep because I don't know when you guys are gonna go shopping. I'm not gonna prep like what items you can possibly find. I mean, I could get a random number generator for something in the future, but if there's something you guys are specifically looking for, I can make it exist.
Yeah,
So-
I know we need a fanny
Jin
pack.
is just looking for a better sword than his normal one. Like he has a dragon one, but other than that, he just wants to
Okay.
replace out the other one.
I'll
Is there
buy Jin whatever
a
sword he
cubic
needs.
gate?
What?
What do you mean by a cubic gate? Can you explain to me what you mean by this cubic gate? I'm assuming it's an inside
Oh, it's
joke.
a magic item.
What does it do?
It casts
has-
the gate spell.
It casts the gate spell, but for specifically 6 keyed material planes on each side of its cube.
Yeah, no. First of all. Second of all, no.
First of all, no. Second of all,
Yeah.
no.
You said you want a magical item. I'm like,
I understand. Usually it's if something's in the like. I'm not gonna give you something that's stupidly overpowered.
Only looking for instruments.
There are currently. So this is. It's more. What are you looking for? And I'll tell you whether or not it's there. There's no instruments in here. They're not. There's no magical instruments. I mean, there's a section of just basic.
Nah, I don't want basic. I want
Uses
magic.
like
Knuckle
spell
dusters?
casting focuses. Those obsidian knuckle dusters that you saw in a case before are gone.
No!
However, Hida, I had something specifically. Hold on, I gotta find it. Don't do this to me.
No.
Okay. Ben, what you do find is something known as, at least on its branding, the Lost Mage's Key.
Okay.
Oh, I hate that.
You'd have to ask her about it when she comes
Cursed
back
as
out, unless
fuck.
you want to use an identify spell here in the middle of this place. I swear to God, I had something.
I don't think I have identify, so I'll ask her.
I do.
Would you like to identify this magical item?
I mean, it's going to take him 10 minutes.
I mean, unless it'll take me a minute if I cast a spell, but
We can
Ooh,
wait.
actually, Hida, what I was gonna make appear for you is probably a little too powerful at this point in the game.
What is it? That sounds cool. Well, now you've piqued my
What
curiosity.
you do find, Drell, if you're looking around, you look for the knuckle dusters. You don't find the knuckle dusters, but then you remember that
Damn, it got
Opal
sold out this time.
Opal was looking for last time you were here. She was looking at these twin daggers that were sitting in a display case. That when you go back over to the display case, just in a moment of I remember Opal looking at something over here. In that display case are not the same daggers that were there before, but instead a pair of what look like punching daggers, aka you hold underneath your fingers, and then it goes through the middle finger, and then the blade is on the outside. So the blade is out here.
Who
and
the
you
hell
like
punch
punch
with
Wolverine.
them.
Naruto?
Um,
That
Wolverine.
guy. One of the guys had that in Naruto. That was like his main thing. It was-
They're called. You see like a little plaque that says the daggers of Azure Fury.
Whoa.
But again, you won't know what they do for now.
the name alone is buy worthy. I'm just saying, it just sounds so cool.
There is leaning against one of the back walls is a door. Leaning, not like a door taken from a door. Like it's not in a frame. No, it's not in a frame. It's not in a frame. It's just the door,
Yeah.
and it looks like it's been put out on display, and it's leaning against a wall. There's just a door, and it's
I have,
upside
like,
down. It's upside down, so it's the base, and then it comes down, and then it curves because it's like a rounded top door, but it's upside down, leaning against the wall.
it's a
Does
shield.
it have like a tag?
If you are you going over to it?
You know, while I'm perusing around, sure.
As you peruse, you go over to this door and you like sort of like grab it and pull it up and look at the back, and there's a like sort of like a handle on the back, and it has a tag hanging off the handle that says portable door.
Oh.
And then there's one more thing. I'm trying to find it. I swear to God, Hita, I'm gonna find it.
No, you're good.
Because the one thing I did find that I definitely saved for you is a little too powerful right now.
What was that? It's just piquing my curiosity.
Do you want me to tell you what it was called?
You can DM it to me if you want.
Sure, I'll DM it to you after. Just remind me.
Yeah.
Also, still no one's taken the sword. The two-handed greatsword from Kelo did not take it, and he was paid by your father last session. So no one has that sword. I mean, the sword's like somewhere. You guys keep it in storage.
We
It's
have
in the
it.
cart.
We have it.
But no one's currently utilizing
I have
it.
the fan.
Oh, right. I got it. You find a longsword that has it looks like a katana. And it's in its sheath, and attached to a bit of like string that's laced around the sheath is just the word farewell.
Yo, that's sick. Listen, I'm gonna just say this, guys. If it's cursed, I'm still getting it. That shit sounds cold. That sounds cool.
Do you think she can take care of curses?
But as you ask, and everyone's been wandering around, just and she has a bag of holding normally in her hand, and she goes, "I have 2 left in stock."
You have 2? Okay, I have an
Should
actual.
we buy
I have
the extra.
Wait. I have a
Yes.
real question. I think I might.
Okay.
But what happens if I put a bag of holding in a bag of holding?
Don't do that.
No.
Why don't you do it and find out?
Why did everyone
No.
Before or after paying?
After.
Dro, do you remember what happened with the scar?
Oh.
That happens.
So when you
You've
read,
already done this, then.
yeah,
That's how I lost the last one.
Well, there's always room for a replacement.
Maybe we don't buy extra ones, guys. If
I'll just take the
Seems
one
like
bag
this
of holding
accident
for
could
now.
300 gold.
All right, I give her. I take off my backpack and I put it on the ground right in front of me. And
She like slinks down to it, just. It seems you're traveling very rich.
Well, it was all in the bag of holding, but yeah.
Good
So-
for you. We have many things here.
How much would it be in copper?
If you were to pay in copper, it would be 30,000.
All right, I have oh, it's a lot.
You have a lot here. And she like puts her hand down to like touch the coins, but instead her hand goes ethereal and just passes through them, and you hear like the jingling of the money.
ooh,
Were you able to count that, or like was it just like a?
I am not counting a customer's money.
That's fair. How much would it be in silver?
3,000. It would be 3,000 silver.
Vex says I
2,000.
think you should help him.
So,
I go over to the bag and I start pulling out just 300 gold
Okay.
from his.
Sure. Like, do you have 300 gold, or do you have it in platinum?
yeah, I have 300 gold.
Okay, cool. So minus 300 gold. There's also one more thing you guys find in here as you're wandering around, and she's fucking around with Drell. It's just there's
I-
Go ahead.
Could I steal some money?
Sleight of hand, yeah.
Yeah.
Could I sleight of hand some money?
Drell, do
Nice.
you have dark vision?
Yeah.
You do, as a dragon.
I have the amulet that makes lights
Right.
go out.
Oh,
right.
yeah, that's right.
So,
Dumbass.
so then you can make a sleight of hand check, Valxis, a normal sleight of hand check, and you can make a normal perception check, Drell.
Hey, what the fuck?
Oh
What are you doing,
my
bitch?
God.
What the fuck are you doing?
Wait. Hold on.
Yes.
I got a
Drell?
natural 20.
Drell, I understand your natural 20 because he rolled a 23. I need a follow-up check from you that is just a not wisdom save, a flat wisdom check. If it's under 15, you don't know how much. Never mind. They taught you how to use money. They taught you money when you took it all out of the fanny pack, and because they taught you, you remember how much it was worth. If you rolled under 15, I would have said that over the last month you forgot the value of money, and you wouldn't know how much Valxis was taking out.
Please try, Cops.
And now you can never RP that you don't know the value of something ever again.
He knows it
Yes,
now.
sir.
Give him another month. He might forget. It depends on how long since he last shopped, you know?
No, guys, come on. I like this bit.
There's only one more thing you guys find in here that seems remotely interesting outside of normal materials for casting and basic gems and stuff, and some like there's healing potions on a shelf and stuff like that if you want to go through them. But there is so if the portable door is leaning against one wall, on the other side of the room is a small it could fit in your hand. Just a mini ladder. It looks like a ladder. Just sitting on a shelf.
Yo! That looks
Are
sick.
you giving me money or no?
What?
He gave you the 300 gold to buy the thing. So you took 300 gold out. When you tried to take more, he stopped you.
Okay.
And then you pay for the bag. So you now have a bag of holding Gendrell. She did not fasten it into a fanny pack. You will have to make it a fanny pack.
That's fine. I might make it like a sling or something, you know?
Okay, sure. Yeah, put
what's
it on
this
your
kid
chest
over
area
there?
where if someone shoots an arrow, it'll puncture it. That's great.
Yeah, Jin will pick up the sword too. What's up with this?
Okay.
Oh, the slime on it.
Let me get back to it. I'm running through multiple items. So you're going for the katana?
Yeah.
Ooh.
She over to you and then just takes one of her bony ghostly hands and just runs it along the flat of the blade. This is farewell, folded 1,000,000 times, used by samurai, but it's been known to be cursed.
How much?
1,000 gold.
Oh. Oh. Look, guys, I know how to do math right now. Passed all my checks. That's all I got left.
Right now.
That's all you got left?
Yeah.
Damn. All right.
Wait, you said how much gold?
1,000 gold.
1,000.
Valxis has that in gems.
I don't want to bankrupt all of us just for this sword, especially if it's cursed. I don't want to be that guy.
She did say it was
question,
cursed.
Can you get rid of curses?
For a fee, I would have to get the proprietor of the store to do it himself.
I love that.
Wonderful. Shall I summon him?
Oh.
Money up front. He's a very busy
Wow.
man.
Drell shivers a little bit. How much?
Depends on the curse.
Like, what do you want for a down payment then? Like gold, a copper, a silver?
What is the curse?
I don't know. Lights go out. I think I'm weak.
I think I'm weak and lights go out.
She up to you, and then takes her bony hand and starts feeling your face, and then goes down to your neck, and then sees the necklace that you're wearing. That's the cursed necklace, and she touches it with her hand and then grasps it aggressively and goes.
Drell instantly goes like, "What are you doing?"
She goes, curse number 1. And then she lets go and then starts running her her fingernail down your arm, and you hear like a slight scraping sound as it's going against the sapphires before she gets down to your hand to the ring, and then she just grabs your finger and pulls it towards her eyes. She doesn't change her facial expression. Curse number 2.
How many fucking curses?
I think I only have 2. I literally think I only have 2.
So she goes, he could get rid of them both for a total of 300 gold.
Okay. So that's...
Shall I summon him?
Yeah, please do.
Wait, so if we're removing the curse off his sword, am I buying it then? Because
No,
I don't
off
have
of
that
his
money.
things. He has 2 curses on him. She's
okay.
his
I got
necklace and his
confused.
ring.
Yeah, sorry.
No,
Gotcha.
I'm trying to get rid of the
The
we
curse
haven't
of the darkness curse that turns off all the torches, and then the ring of protection that's a ring of vulnerability until the curse is removed.
Yeah, I'm supposed to have AC 16.
He has 15.
Yeah, it's fucking killing me, dude.
Well, he's supposed to have
Like-
17. It came
Oh,
off in all
it's
ways as a
even
ring
worse.
of protection,
Oh,
which is +1
man.
to your AC. But because it's cursed and it's a ring of vulnerability, because of the curse, he's getting -1 instead of +1.
Yeah, so I really want to get that taken care of. I mean, if you want the sword, I don't give a shit. Well, Valxis has the gems. He's got to dish out the gems. I don't have enough gold for that.
Well, if people don't have anything to help themselves, I don't want to stack it all on myself.
From the sword, it'd be 1150.
Well, I would. Wait, like all together?
Basically, she's saying it's $1,000 for 1,000 gold for the sword, 150 for the curse on the sword being
Curse
removed.
removal. Yeah.
That's still not bad.
It's up to you guys.
Valxis.
What? What am I deciding?
He wants to use your gems to pay for things.
2 jades, and I'll spot the rest.
Deal.
So this is a total of 1,750 gold. 1,000
Wait.
for the sword, and then 300 for your curses, Drell, and another 150 for the sword curse. So 450, or sorry, did I get that wrong?
1450.
Sorry, 1450.
Yeah, 1,450.
I was like 1,800. That's
Yeah,
whack,
I added
yo.
another 300. My brain.
Yeah, no, yeah. So each jade's 500. So I'm paying what, 450?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
So what is that in platinum? 45.
It's 450, yes.
So it's 45.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And then two jades, 500 each, removed from Valx's inventory.
There you go.
So she away. You still have the items on you.
Because it's like, I don't need those cool fists. I'd rather get Jin geared up and me get rid of these curses.
You see a flash of light coming from a hallway in another room. It's like a bright green, actually, flash of light. Before you hear just the of the white coming back, and then footsteps. And they're walking down a pretty long hallway. You didn't think this building was that big. But footsteps down a hallway. Before stepping into the room, flicking his finger and turning a light on in the room, which you guys have all been in this darkness, just fucking bright as shit. As the lights come down and you see this human man wearing no, not Henry. Wearing like noble robes. They're a bright red with a gold filigree going up the seams. He's got a short cut top of his head, shaved on the sides and the back, blonde hair with the perfect handlebar mustache goatee combo. And he goes, "Sincera, what did I say about keeping the store so gloomy? God, you trap a white to run your store while you are out on business. And what do? Keep the place dark. No one's going to want to come in here." And he goes over to the curtains and just throws them to the side, wiping dust off his hands. And he goes,
Oh,
"So, I've been..."
Stop. Guys. Oh my god, I'm so used to the dark. Oh fuck. Oh.
There's a Winterlight boy in my shop?
Yeah,
Well, Sincera, you are doing wonderfully. You may keep the place dark and gloomy, but you are making me my money. And he he walks over and goes, okay, now which of you are cursed?
Point to
That
Drow.
one.
Ha, yes. He comes over to you and goes, and are you cursed or are something you're using is cursed? And
Me?
yes.
Yeah, it's this thing in these, and I hold it like this because
It's
it's
you
necklace
refuse
in
to
my
take it off
ring.
your neck. You refuse to
Yeah.
take it out. You're like thinking about it, and it's like a little bit, and he goes, I see. He doesn't, because I'm not gonna take it. Just so you're aware, I'm not.
Please don't.
I'm not. And he puts a hand on covers the necklace and puts a hand against your chest, and he goes, this might hurt a little bit. And he
What do you mean
closes
it's
his
gonna hurt a
eyes,
little bit?
starts mumbling, and then just you
Also
feel
not
a
the first time
force.
Joel's heard that.
You feel a force just push you back, and you like kind of hit one of the shelves. And he goes, "Oh, steady yourself."
Sorry.
And then
Sorry.
he takes out he like reaches behind into a back pocket and pulls out an entire torch, and then snaps a finger and a spark lights it, and he holds it up near your face, and you're starting to feel hot, and he's like,
Oh my god. I haven't fired next to me in so long.
and he just goes, and the fire disappears, and he sticks the torch back in his back pocket. Torch
such
disappears,
good news.
and he goes, and now for the ring, and takes your hand, and then holds your hand closed, and gazes into your eyes and goes, I like to make it a little emotional.
What do you mean a little emotional?
And he lets go, and you feel like you just got the best night's sleep of your life. Like you're not as sluggish, and you didn't realize how sluggish you'd felt since putting on that ring. But you're feeling good. Like you could dodge a couple more attacks. Like you're a little bit faster. Dodge some shit. You now just take whatever ring you have in your inventory and make it a ring of protection +1.
I don't think I put a ring in my inventory.
Well, whatever's fucking up your AC, add a ring of protection +1 to your inventory.
I did
did -1 to your AC.
customized it.
Yeah.
Override AC. Yeah. Delete. How do I delete that? How do I not override it? Oh.
And then he goes
You can
over to the sword, or he goes over to the sword and goes, and I heard someone's buying this, and lifts it up and like gets real close to it and looks at it and he goes, do you know what the curse is?
No.
Oh, and you were going to sell it to they need to be returning customers, Sincera. How often are you
Always.
killing humans? Or humanoids?
Pretty often.
Like within every 3 days?
Yeah.
Really?
Roughly, maybe. I
We
don't know.
haven't. We
I mean,
haven't
then the
for
curse
a
wouldn't have
month.
affected you.
We haven't
Since the
killed
branch
anyone in
roll.
a month.
Wait, what did this curse have done?
If you hadn't killed someone within 3 days, all of its magical properties would have disappeared.
What?
You would have to stay magically connected to it till you die. And every single day that you went without killing a person with it, it would sap away your life force until you perished.
Good thing we're paying to get that taken care of. Good thing.
That's crazy.
That's it.
That's all you hear from Jim. That's wow.
Yeah, well, I will rid that now. And he
Hey,
just,
I got a question for you. Sorry, I'll
I
let you.
don't
right as
kill
he's
that
about to go,
much.
he stops and goes, yes?
No, sorry, I'll let you finish. My bad.
No, you've already brought up the point of the question. Now I won't be able to focus until I answer.
Where do you get all these? Like, you're just selling like really bad cursed weapons?
I mean, I just bring them in here if they're cursed. If someone buys them and they're cursed, she disclosed that it was cursed, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. But like, I'm just like, where did you get this? That's bad.
I am not in a position to tell my customers where I am finding the magical items that I am selling. They are mine, and I am selling them. How I obtained them is none of your business.
All right, I'm sorry.
And whoever had to die for me to obtain them, also none of your business.
All right, nope. Heard.
He
Joe just-
goes back to the sword and just like his fingers and his hands like clench as he starts to drag them, and you see this like sizzling and sparking of magical energy as he pulls his hands across. And you see that he's almost creating a copy of the blade above the blade that's made of this bright amber color and this bright amber energy before he just pushes it down into the blade, and you see like a shadow come off the blade and then
Holy shit.
almost shatter like it's glass and dissolve into the air.
Ooh.
And he goes, well, and we've been Apple paid. And Sincera points to like a chest that's on the counter with all the money and gems and stuff you guys have provided. He goes over to it, picks it up, and goes, very well. Very rich customers.
Thanks so much, man. What was your name?
He holds out a hand to you to shake it. And he goes, Kentiro Voyer.
Drell goes to shake his hand back, and he says, Drell.
Okay, just
No, it's
Drell.
just Drell. Yeah,
And he
it's just
shakes your
Drell.
hand, and he goes, and besides the Winterlight boy, I presume the rest of you either don't want to be known, or... I mean, are you going to be returning customers? Should I look forward to having... I need to restock. You guys are...
I'd hope we come back. This is our second time back. You guys have been great.
I'm... Sincera...
Oh, do you know anything about like those teleport circles? Like I've been thinking about doing like a teleport run.
Yeah, I have
Do you
one in
think
the
that's-
back. Well, I have a circle in the back. That's how I got here.
Do you think teleport rugs are going to be the next big thing?
I mean, if you want your room with your teleportation circle to be... Are you talking about to cast the spell or to end up?
Oh.
Because if I had a teleportation rug inside my back room, it would make the landing a little less hard, but it's not that hard to begin with. It's like walking on a wooden floor. Because I am.
He
I guess the
means
star.
he really just means a teleportation circle that's portable.
I mean, can you not? There's different ways to teleport. There's, you don't always have to use a teleportation circle. It's just something that most people can do if they can do. Most people that can do will do regularly because it's a lot easier than just teleporting. Having the circle is guaranteed success. I don't freely teleport places.
That made no sense to Drell. Okay.
Well, there's teleportation and then there's teleportation circles. When you're using a circle, you have a permanent inscribing into a location, and he just starts droning off, and you are
I was
not
gonna say,
picking up.
you know, in like Charlie Brown, when it's
Yeah.
like, wah, 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 wah.
And the rest of you are like hearing the full explanation of something that's very simple to understand.
Yeah.
And he keeps you guys kind of gather that he likes teasing and poking fun at the white that is seemingly trapped here.
Mm.
So, is there anything else I can sell you all today? We have so many things in here.
What's up with this ladder over here? That did catch my eye.
That is a pocket ladder.
How big does it go?
One
I
sec.
did lose my rope.
Let me just scroll through my information of magical things that I chose out for my store.
Because, like, it might be better than, like, 80 feet of rope, you know?
Oh, the pocket ladder. It's like, see how it's very small? It's literally like this big. Like, it's like a thing you can hold between your fingers. It's 1 to 3 inches.
No.
And he goes, he goes, well, you can take this ladder. And then he picks it up and he, like, tosses it into the air, and it out into a 5-foot wide ladder. And it grows from the floor to the ceiling. He goes, we're in a closed space, but under other circumstances, I can make that about 45 feet tall.
Oh, for real? That's as big as it gets?
No, 45, as in it could go from, right now it's about 10 feet. It can go to 45. So 4.5 times, well, not 4.5, 4.15 times however tall it is right now.
So then it gets as big as what you just said.
If you wanted it to, yes. You know what? And he makes it small and steps outside and goes, come with me. Goes out the front door.
Very excitedly.
And then, and you see it goes past the roof of the building.
Oh, shit. How tall is that?
45 feet.
Damn. How much is this ladder?
Well, I mean, it's a basic common item for climbing. You could do the same thing with a grappling hook if you wanted to. I'd say about 100 gold.
Huh. I mean, when you say, like, I could use it, like, Yeah, I did have a grappling hook, and grappling hooks.
Bro,
are
you can
infinite.
fly.
Well, you'd
now.
also have to pull yourself up with grappling. I mean, this will stay as tall as you want it until you choose to make it small again, or if it gets damaged.
Yeah,
can fly.
no. I was just thinking about like using this as like a very long bridge. I'm gonna be honest.
You could
with
use it as a
Jim.
bridge. You just have to lay it down. You have to make sure that wherever you're going to put it, you know where you're going to put it before you put it there. Because as you can see, and he goes to grab it, and it's still in tall form, and tries to move it, it's adhesive to the floor. Like,
very
it
cool.
cannot move. It is not
That's
budging.
very cool.
Yeah. And he goes, until you, and then he leans forward and whispers something, and it down into a small little thing again, and he catches it in his hand.
Wow, that's very cool.
Very cool indeed.
So the other thing I was wondering about, and he walks back inside.
He follows you in. And
what's
he
up
has
with
like,
this-
he like pats you on the back as you're walking in. Like, he knows you're a valuable customer.
What's up with this door over here?
Well,
Like,
that is a portable door.
does it get smaller, or does it stay that size?
I mean, it's the size of a standing shield for the most part. It doesn't get smaller, but I mean, it's a portable door.
What is it? Just a door? Does it do
Well, it's
anything?
a shield, so it protects you while you're wielding it. It's a magical shield, so it won't be broken by
Right.
basic means.
But
and
can I open it?
what you would do is you would find a place if you use this shield, and you would say, "Hey, door, this place is where I want you to open to for the rest of time until I decide against it." And then you could travel anywhere in the world and put your shield up to another door or up to another wall and whisper a command word. And then when
That's
you open
pretty
your door,
cool.
it'll go wherever you have it bound to.
And how much is the door?
The door is actually a little more expensive because it is a protective agent as well as a magical door that can travel across anywhere. It's around 600 gold.
Yeah, that's fair. That sounds about right.
I mean, it's not just a ladder. It can
Yeah,
literally
no,
transport
we-
you.
when you said
across
when
the
you,
world.
yeah, no, I understand. It's got a little bit better implications than a ladder.
Right.
Do you have anything else like the door though? Like,
What do you mean? Is it
Like,
something
I
to
had-
teleport with?
Well, do you have
Yeah.
any shield? Oh,
Well, I mean,
wonder if they had any shield.
I mean, that's a shield. I have some basic shields that are a little more protective than a normal one. Nice little shield. This one's just imbued with some basic enchantment magic, makes it a bit more protective. It's nothing more special than just a basic magical shield. You were looking for something that's more like the door, correct?
yeah.
And then
like
he
moving
walks
wise.
over and goes, "Now this is the Lost Mage's key.
Oh, what's this do?
This, my friend, is sort of a..." And he picks it up, and you see that there's gears and stuff twisting and moving inside of this thing with different crystals.
Oh.
And he goes, "You put this key into any keyhole in the world. And if you turn it to the left, it'll open to someone's..." And he like looks away. Magical lair that existed, whoever created it to begin with. And if you turn it to the right, it'll open to any other doorway within 500 feet.
That like I'm looking at or I'm thinking of or like.
So you would just have to know it exists and know where it is exactly. So
Oh.
assume you were, I don't know. One
Like
of the
how I
winter,
saw
one of the
you-
winter lights is here. This works. Say that the throne room doors are closed, and you're in one of the towers, and you want to go to the throne room from one of the towers. You could put the key into your door, turn it to the right, and the door you open will be in the throne room. But both doors have to be closed.
Huh. That makes sense. Yeah. And how much is that key?
That key's about 1,000 gold because
Oh.
the magical lair that it goes to is a pocket lair in the astral sea, and
What?
there's no telling what kind of magical artifacts, dangers, and other things exist in that space.
Good God.
I've not gone in there myself. I don't like to
kinda
use
want
the
that.
doors.
Can we get that?
Man.
Wait. So there's a
I mean, now we have to
there's
get
a
that.
there's a chance that we
Francis.
go to this pocket dimension.
It's not a chance.
Oh.
If you
No,
put the
no. He
key
said
into
it's
a
the
closed
left.
door and you turn it to the left, the door
Left.
you are opening is going to a forgotten sanctuary that's adrift somewhere in the astral sea. a single chamber.
Sanctuary.
It's a big chamber, but it's a mage's lair.
Can we leave that chamber or no?
You go back out the door you went in. But if
Okay,
someone
cool.
were to if you were to shut the door behind you, and someone were to follow you and turn the key back, you'd have no exit.
Oh.
You can't take the key with you into that chamber.
Okay, that's what I was going to do.
And whatever door the key is in stays locked shut.
Oh.
So technically, if you were to be inside of a room in a
Some fucking
tavern,
Room, and we
and you were to turn it
put our
left,
key
and
in
no
on
one
us.
could come into the bedroom in which you are in from the doorway. The door will stay closed magically.
Alexis.
I
Get
I
two
get
more
the key.
jades. Get 2 more jades, please.
I get the key.
Okay.
No.
Don't you already have a fucking key?
Yeah, it goes on my fucking key ring.
What the fuck?
I will put in the handouts room what these items are that you are
Please.
buying afterwards.
Yeah, I put down 2 more jade.
Okay, and he takes the case with the key in it, and it's like a velvet case with the lid open, kind of like
I can't wait for this beach episode.
and he just
coming up.
passes it over to you.
Okay, what's the key called?
It's not something you're gonna find on D&D Beyond.
Okay. I'll just
So I'm gonna
add
end
a
up giving that
key.
to you.
Bro, this is a sick beach episode. I can't wait for the one where we open up a door to space and then we get lost for another 30 sessions.
And like I said, the only other things in the room are the daggers, I believe, the punch daggers.
yeah. What's going on with these? You know, while we're here, you might as well let's just wrap it up. You know,
These are strong daggers. When you strike someone with them, they shock the thing you're striking on top of its normal
Ooh.
piercing abilities, so it would pierce and then zap.
That's pretty
Additionally,
neat.
you can take a moment while you have this dagger and leap 30 feet in whatever direction you want.
Oh,
And when you
no.
arrive there, you can strike someone. And then when
Does
you
it do like a shockwave?
when you leap at someone to make an attack, it's a little less accurate because you don't have control over the fact that you're just in one direction. However, the speed in which you are moving through the air is so intense, it charges up the dagger. If you were to hit someone in this less than accurate strike, it would shock them significantly more seriously than a normal strike.
That's really cool. How much are those?
If you were to grab both of them, because each one is about 600 gold.
Oh.
I mean, you're talking about very strong daggers to wield in both hands.
So
Noah,
if I
to
buy
give you
one-
information out of character, they do 1d4 piercing damage plus 1d4 lightning damage with every strike. So you would do 2d4 damage every time you hit something with each punch. So one in your right hand, one in your offhand, if you used both. And then it's an action to the leap. So you would probably only do it with one hand. And if you do that leap, you take a -5 penalty to your attack, but you make an automatic attack. And
Oh,
if it hits, it does an additional 6d4 lightning damage.
Drell takes out the fan.
Mm-hmm.
Would you be interested in a trade, maybe?
He holds out his hand to like take the fan from you.
Yeah, I give him the fan. I let him take a
He
look
takes
at
the
it.
fan and inspects it. Oh, wow. And he unfans it. Okay.
Such a bad trade.
Do
Is
you
it a
want
bad
you want
trade?
both daggers for this?
Would you do both? What else?
I
What
would do
are-
both for this. I would take this for both of those.
Dude,
Do you
that
think
fan-
that's valued
dude,
more?
That fan is
Look,
so good.
Can I make an insight check as
Sure.
to like if this man is ripping Drell off
Okay, yeah.
with that reaction to the fan?
Uh-huh.
Oh
We're
god.
selling the fan? Oh man.
For the Lord,
trying to trade it,
please.
man.
Oh my
A
god.
27. He's extremely interested in taking this fan.
Oh man.
And that's why it would be a significant more of a swindle if he was like, I'll take this for one dagger. He's taking it for both, and he might still be swindling just a little bit, but also like what else and you kind of gather like you're never going to have a perfectly equal trade.
Yeah.
So he's
Yeah.
like, you can have both for this fan. And he's like, he knows he's getting away with like a little bit of extra money. Like, I don't know how to make an insight check push the value of items, but
Corey, how far away are we from the stable? Or can we retcon that I have the fucking greatsword?
You would not have the greatsword with the amount of money you were carrying in that bag. You wouldn't be able to walk.
Secondly, I would not give away that greatsword.
Secondly, I think Kelo is going to end up using that greatsword. He's just holding out on me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, God, this fan is so good.
I really like those daggers. Valxis, how many more gems do you have? Can I just get one?
Bro.
Can you give me 300, 1 ruby?
No.
Fuck!
because I don't have a ruby. I give those to Aphelion. It's one. I have one 500 gold piece jade, one 600 gold piece emerald, and two 200 gold sapphires. So I have 1,500 golden gems.
He goes, well, I mean, if you were to give me all of those gems that weren't the diamonds.
Is
that
math?
Mention the diamonds.
Well, I'm saying. Well, then you're looking through a bag with all your gems or whatever. So like he
that's fair enough. He sees the diamonds.
He sees the diamonds. I rolled for it. He sees the diamonds, and he's like, "Those colorful gems seem fair enough
For the daggers.
for both daggers."
I mean, like, I have.
Bro, we're trying to.
I'm like half my stack down of cash. Spent 1,000 gold in this place. That's a pension.
I pull out the jade and the emerald, and I go, I'll give you both of these for both the daggers.
Is that the 1,100 total?
Yeah, it's 1,100. I'm trying to haggle.
Make a persuasion check.
I will.
Come on.
Does he like me?
He knows who you are, but you are gathering that he's like your persuasion checks that you get those advantages from the feet and stuff from are for people who are like fans of you.
No.
This is just a guy who knows who you are.
You win these. You
do win these.
It's just a 28.
He goes. Put in a good word with the family.
My family? Yeah.
Sure.
I'll promote that you're the best magic shop I've ever been to.
I don't want promotion.
Oh.
You're putting a good word in with the family.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
And he grabs the case with the two daggers of Azure Fury and passes them over to Drell and takes those 2 gems and puts them in his back pocket.
Drell puts it in the fanny pack.
Okay. It's not a fanny pack, it's just a bag of holding.
I know. It's a bag of holding.
Okay.
In the fanny pack.
I know, it's not going to be a fanny pack anymore. It's sad.
Oh, well.
Problem is I really want this fan.
No, we still have the fan.
I know, but I know. I want the fan.
I want the fan.
Alexis wants it.
Yeah.
The man who has permanent wings wants to fly with a fan.
Dude, I don't care.
I was just going to give you my sword, Valxis, since you helped me cover for this one.
Oh.
Wait, which sword? Your basic short sword or your dragon
No, the dragons.
Sword?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because it's a long sword, so it can't be,
It can be one-handed.
Yeah.
It just has to be your main hand.
Dual-wielded.
It has to be your
Not
main
dual-wielded.
hand. It has to be your main hand. The way that a longsword works is it can be one or two-handed. We're talking about the new one he just bought. It can be one or two-handed, right? But when it's one-handed, it has to be in your main hand. It can't be in your offhand. It's too heavy for your offhand.
Oh, okay. Is that how it works?
So I'd let you use a short sword or a rapier as your offhand or a dagger, but I wouldn't let you use another long sword as your offhand. Unless there's like a feat you need for it.
Without the dual wielder feat, you need to have something that has the light property in the weapon to be able to use an offhand.
Right.
Oh, okay.
So a dagger.
Which I think he has the property. He has. Oh no,
No, I don't have dual wielder. I just have 2 weapon. I have martial weapons and simple weapons.
Yeah, and then 2
right,
weapon
I'm
fighting.
talking about
It
was one of your things you got at level 2 or whatever. Your fighting choice.
Yeah, it's a fighting style.
There's a fighting style that's called dual wielding, but you still need the dual
Yeah.
feat to be able to
Yeah.
wield two
In an offhand.
non-light weapons.
Right. You're using a short sword in your offhand, which is a light weapon.
Mm.
Which I don't know if the dragon sword is a light weapon. You'd have to check the details on the sword.
I'll look right now.
You guys can figure out who's holding what later, if you want. But you bought them.
It is considered light.
The dragon sword?
Yeah.
So you'd use that in your offhand with the katana, this new long sword you have in your main hand. Okay.
That's pretty sick.
He goes.
So I don't get hit your sword.
No. He goes. Is there anything else I can sell to you folks?
I think we kind of. How much is the ladder?
It's 100.
Yeah, the ladder's only 100.
100?
It's a ladder.
Like,
I'll get it. I'll take it.
Sure.
I will also. I put down 10 platinum.
You put down 10. You hand him 10 platinum. He puts it in his back pocket and takes out the it's 2-inch ladder and just hands it over to you.
I stick it in my backpack.
Yep, it's a pocket ladder.
Alrighty.
Like I said, I'll give you guys pictures for all these because most of them don't have like rolling mechanics, so it's not a big deal.
I don't know how much money you guys left, but I was hoping to get like a shield.
what do you want? Yeah, we got you. What do you want? I got you.
It's like-
I got you.
It's
I
like
got you.
it's 100 gold for that +1 shield.
Is that all
that's
you
wonderful.
want?
That's all I want.
I got you.
Yeah,
It's yours.
so you just add a +1 shield to your
Whoa.
inventory.
Like, I got you. It's all yours. Done.
All
Like to
right.
shout
So we
out
kind of
100 gold.
bought out the magic shop.
Let's go.
We needed
Before
this,
again.
dude. We needed all this gear.
We have nothing for. The only thing Kelo gets is
Do you want to know
is
what
the
that
long-
katana does? Besides the
Yeah.
curse, you only asked about the curse, so I didn't tell you what the actual katana does.
It
Oh, yeah.
kills everything.
Wait, it does good things?
It does good things.
I thought it was just like a only bad boy katana.
So your bonus to your attack, like when you say it's like usually +1, +2, whatever to your attack. Your
Yeah.
bonus to your attack and damage is whatever half of your proficiency modifier is rounded down, so it'll grow with you.
What?
When you score a crit against a creature, you get 2 additional damage die. So it's like weapons that give you like that berserker
Yeah.
perk or the barbarian
Yeah.
perk where you do an extra damage die. Additionally, any creature you hit with a crit, it can't be like magically canceled. So like any ability or magic that would cancel a crit,
crit is
no
going
one can
through,
cancel
yeah.
your crit. Additionally, anyone you hit with a crit with that weapon, they at the end of their next turn, they take an additional half of the damage you dealt with the crit.
What the fuck?
So that one
Dude, I'm like
strike,
Virgil.
yeah. But it's
Alright,
normal.
we're
It's
getting
normal.
buffed
It's
up.
normal long sword damage initially, plus whatever all this is. While your sword is sheathed and your hands are free, and there's a hostile within 15 feet of you that makes an attack or cast a spell, you literally do the thing where you. But what happens is you use your reaction to move 15 feet towards them and take an attack of opportunity. That movement won't invoke an attack of opportunity, and you can use that a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus every long rest. Ooh. So your reaction, instead of just like a sentinel reaction or an attack of opportunity reaction,
I dash to
Bro.
them.
you dash to someone
crazy.
and make a single attack of opportunity, and then you're stuck next to them. And you can do that as many times as your proficiency bonus per day.
Fuck yeah.
You told me you wanted a blood scythe. This was something I found because the flavor of this, when I send you a picture of it later, is that the blood that gets drawn with it drips off the blade and turns into like red sakura petals and fly away and like drift away. So you strike someone and the blood just drips and then.
Whoa! Holy shit! This is gonna be sick. I mean, Valks is still gonna get the dragon saber. I'm gonna be real.
Okay.
If it has to be like,
If it's a light weapon, you can have it in your offhand.
that's true. We'll see. I mean,
I'll
If he
figure it
gets
out.
the
Did you
fan,
get the fan?
if he gets the fan, he can't use the sword in the fan. He doesn't have any,
yeah. If you get the fan, then I ain't gonna worry.
because that fan is basically a weapon too.
Yeah.
We'll see. You guys decide.
Yeah.
Fuck
I
does
have a
that
list
say?
of components. I would like to buy them.
Can you read off the list for me?
I would like lodestones, some fleece, some bat fur, some kolar pitch, eyelashes, some gum arabic, a white feather or the heart of a hen, and some clay.
I would say you got the fleece for free from Marador along your weeks of travel for free. Why not? Fuck it.
Fair enough.
And then the rest I would say is going to put you down like 5 silver.
All right.
Oh, big spender here. Always been the big
I
spender.
have actually 5 electrum on me. Why do I have 5
Because
electrum?
you were probably fucking around with the different monetary values.
Can I say that was silver? I don't know why.
Sure, why
I
not?
may have put that instead of...
Sure, because under the circumstance it was meant to be gold, then you just lost money. It's fine.
Outplayed.
Yeah. Any other shopping you guys want to do here?
I think that's it.
No, he's been super helpful. Like,
Kentiro Voye.
Kentiro Voye.
Voye.
It's spelled Kentiro Voet.
Thank God this fucking spell is uses materials for my weapon.
All arcane focuses use materials.
Well, no,
Or
because
like, are in place
this
of
one
materials.
has a material cost, but since it's in a
Yeah, so any
magical
spell
item.
that's cast through a magical item, like a charge from a magical item,
Yeah.
doesn't require material value.
Yeah. I was just going through to see if I needed any materials.
Sure.
Nope, I'm good.
Okay. You guys heading back to Mistal?
Yeah, I'd go check up on what she may have for us.
Sure. You guys all walk in. Indrisa's still sitting at the desk, and she goes, "Okay, you're all back from your shopping trip. She's been prepping everything for you. So, by all means, head on over to her office."
All right. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I thought we were all just set to go.
Okay.
What were you gonna ask, Jin?
Were you going to ask me something, or were you going to...
I was gonna ask you something.
Me out of...
Corey.
Okay, what's up?
What am I? If we're finished all that stuff, I just add it in now, or should I just add it in later?
For
if
what?
It's not made? The sword that I purchased.
No, so what's going to end up happening is I'm going to end up... I'm not making them custom items, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into your inventories for things that
just
do
add
have damage values, and then add
Gotcha.
things myself. Like for Drell, I'm going to put daggers in your inventory, rename them custom
Gotcha.
damage rolls.
Okay,
For you, I'm just going to put the stuff in the description. I don't know how they're going to do proficiency bonus rounded in half rounded down as the plus. If that's complicated, I might just call them +2 to each.
Okay. No worries. I was just checking. Yeah.
But I'll do that after. This is you're not going to be in combat right now, so I'm not super worried about it thing.
Yeah, I don't plan it. Yeah.
But yeah.
right now, I can change that.
You could. You totally could. Nonetheless, you guys step into Mistal's office. She's sitting there like organizing sheets of paper, and she goes, "Well, welcome back. Have you decided you want to take on whatever job I have for you that can't be posted?"
Can we hear it first?
No.
What?
This is important information. This is something that's critical. If I tell you about it, then you decide you don't want to do it, and you
On
leave.
a scale, look. On a scale of 1 to 5, how bad is it?
Define your definition of bad.
1 is
So 1
local,
You are
like
going to
someone
have to
stuck in a
kill
well.
someone.
5 is
slow down,
world
hold on.
ending.
Don't listen to Valxis. My scale is 1, it's pretty easy. It's like the Branch Boys. 5 is like we have to go face up against the Phoenix, and Valxis almost kills me again.
Did Valxis almost kill you before?
The way you structured that sentence made it seem like we faced the Phoenix and he killed you almost before.
No.
Let's just say 1 is the Branch Boys and
used the
5
wrong
is world
spell.
ending.
It's not world ending. Well,
Okay.
some people's worlds get ended, but
So is this like a 3?
sure. It depends. Do you consider personal connection as to bring up the number or down the number?
Can you just point at who's personally connected to this?
She doesn't break eye contact and points directly at you.
Oh.
Give me a hint. Wink. Wink if it's Valxis.
I mean, if it's me, yeah, I'm here for. Oh wait, does this have to do with my old master?
I don't know. Is your old master some sort of serial killer from the village you're from?
Yeah.
Yeah, he started he turned all of the other monks of Yolheim into murderers. They've taken over Yolheim.
Drell turns around and looks at Jin. Yeah, Jin, I kind of do want to do this. This is kind of important to me.
Okay. Nah, no, that is important.
I mean, we can't risk having.
We accept.
Wait, this was your mentor?
That's a very long story.
I thought you abandoned. You're a dragonborn, and okay.
Drell explains that he was born in Orc in the Battleforge range, and then left that war behind, and then went to Yolheim and studied Yol's teachings under this guy, and then he's the one who taught me how to be like a monk and shit. Yeah.
I mean, I don't even know who the guy is. They just say that someone took over the entire village of Yolheim, and it's someone who used to work at the monastery, and that he's killing people.
Yeah, we heard about this a couple.
Corey makes things happen as more time passes along. So this went from, hey, a guy killed a couple people, to now he has an entire band of monks who have taken over the entire town of Yolheim and are killing people.
We were told about this before we left for Jin's house. Like Jin's place. To sort out that.
You were told about it by the librarian.
Oh, it was just me?
And it was you and Mary at the time.
Oh,
in the room. And I panicked. No one told anyone else about it. Actually, no. Damn. You guys did discuss on the airship, like, where's our next plan? And he was like, well, I kind of want to go kill my old master. But that was, 50-something days ago.
Yeah, and we didn't know.
Yeah. We didn't have a lead. Now we have a lead.
It was 2 months ago. So now it's yeah, not even a lead.
Dude, stop saying the number. It just gets worse and worse.
Yeah, 2 months. Yeah, 2 months of murder.
Oh, yeah,
it's all Drell's fault.
She goes, "You said you were taking the job, so now you have to." I hope you know. I'm going to make you now.
No. We accept, and then we'll.
Well, it just helps that we're on board now.
Okay. Well, the mission, if I were to label it as a mission, it's not a small world. You specifically asked for a job, and I know that you come from Yolheim, so I'm specifically giving you a job that you have to do something with. This is not like, oh, it's such a coincidence that they came in and he happens to be from there. We researched you, right? And that we know everything about you?
That was a coincidence.
I was just trying to be coy.
What's a coincidence?
That would have been a coincidence, seeing you in Jin's village. Like, that would be like a small...
See, that is a coincidence. I would consider that a coincidence, even though they asked me to come. But,
that's a coincidence that it was us there.
Yes, it was a coincidence that you were all there. It wasn't a coincidence that I know Jin's family. Like I said, I researched them directly after Jin worked for me with his band of mercenaries years ago.
Exactly.
So there's currently the only coincidence is that I happen to be in, or at least requested to come to the Lacrosang Forest to clean up your mess.
That we fixed.
Sure. At the death of 2 men.
Nah,
we saved
more.
one.
More?
More?
Was there more?
Only 2 got sucked into the...
I got
a third man died. He rezzed.
We got revived, though. Yeah.
Permanent death of 2
got
men.
resurrected.
Yeah, Razakiro got rezzed. The other 2 got sucked into the elemental plane of air and didn't come back out.
I thought there were 2 that ran in the beginning, of the fight, that ran towards them and got sucked in, and then I thought there were 2 more that got sucked in.
2 ran towards them, and 1 got sucked in. The other one got beaten to shit and then sucked in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But nonetheless, he goes by the name of Daxon Cranit. I presume you know him well?
Yeah.
Yeah. You asked for it. I was going to handle it myself or have someone else handle it and not tell you about it, but
this was going to happen sooner or later, and
I mean, either that or we were going to handle it, because we can't have a town in the Dithronian Kingdom just murdering people like a bunch of barbarians, berserkers.
So So do we have to kill all of them or just
Kill
him?
them, stop them, bring them in to be jailed or imprisoned, whatever you feel is the necessary step that needs to be taken to free the people of Yolheim from their wild, chaotic regime they've created, filled with murder and chaos.
It's crazy. It's almost as if they're still following it, the thing of what brings them happiness. That is
There is no thing that brings them happiness, Jin. Yol is dead.
Yeah, Joel's dead.
Joel.
Joel's dead.
Joel's dead.
Joel, wow.
dead.
Damn, they didn't even
Not yet.
start season 2. That was
Season
crazy.
two.
Not yet. Season 2 hasn't started, guys.
Corey.
Noah.
What was the name of the democracy god?
You don't remember?
No.
Bro, it was your god.
I don't keep
your
notes.
Ethelred?
Ethelred. Yeah,
AE
no, I didn't.
is like the AE, like one letter.
AETHEL.
Yeah, AETHELRED. Ethelred.
No, I don't keep notes. I just needed to be reminded.
You
because
didn't keep notes of the god that you took cleric under.
No.
Damn.
It was a phase. It was just a phase. It was just a phase. But don't worry, I'm gonna try to convert my old village to that god.
The democracy god? Oh my god. No.
Why?
He's not saying that in character, so we'll see what happens.
Convert to democracy normally.
Because at least if there's democracy normally, they won't be fucking killing everyone without a fucking whim. Like, they have to vote on it. We have to send them to fucking death row for 36 months.
Drew, are
which
you
is way
here?
longer here.
He's been muted since he joined Discord. I'm like,
That is. Does that check a box if, like, we go into this village and try to convert all of them to Drell's god of democracy?
Is that considered a war crime?
Does that tick a box?
I mean, it's his list of stuff.
That takes a box.
Also, Jin is a mutagen user now, so
Look,
chemical
look.
warfare is in play.
Yeah, no, I'm here for chemical warfare. The other thing is, if we convert them or we destroy them, it still checks a box for me.
Yeah,
It's the same box, really.
Right.
Like, it's just like,
As long as we're checking boxes whenever we do something, it's fine.
no, we're checking boxes. Austin's on board with me being chaotic. I'm here for it.
you guys do what you want
No
to
one
do,
can't
and
stop me
whoever
anymore.
stops you, stops you. I don't like. I can't.
No one's
I'm up in
stopping
the air,
me.
dude.
I got my curse fixed. I can set fires again.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you guys are allowed to have torchlight around him now. It's crazy.
Insane.
No one
not worth it.
No one said stop. Stop that. Make it so he's afraid of fire. Like,
So you are taking on this mission.
yeah.
Handle it as quickly as possible, please, and report back to me when it's done. And I need evidence that it's done. So I need either to hear back from you.
We'll get you evidence.
Okay, because I can't just leave one of the towns of
No,
of
I
the
understand.
kingdom.
I do. I understand. We'll get you evidence of it
Okay.
being done, whether it's us
You don't have
calling
to
you-
kill them all. I'm not telling you to kill them. I'm saying
not-
to handle it.
Look, it'll be handled. I understand the implications.
It'll be handled.
If you have to kill them all, you have to kill them all. I'm
It'll
not-
be handled, okay?
She looks at you with like a look, and then
There's
looks
two
over at Philion and
options.
goes, "It needs to be handled. I don't."
There's two options.
We'll
Again.
deal with it.
There's
yes.
many options. It's not just two options. But thank
I
you. I
have
appreciate
two
it.
options right now.
If you complete this, there's 100 platinum on the line.
Cool.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay.
Is there like a
Alrighty.
paper? Can I take the paper? Is there like a briefing more than this, or like just go to Yolheim? Sorry.
Are you
like,
staying
it's
here
just-
tonight?
Probably.
I guess. Yeah.
I will draft up a missive for you to give you tomorrow before you head
Thank
out.
you.
If
And
you're
I'll
heading
burn
out
it out.
tomorrow.
We'll probably head out after
Probably,
tomorrow.
yeah.
I'll
Okay.
burn it. I'll burn it after reading because it's confidential. You know.
Or just don't lose it. I mean, how often do you get robbed?
Put it in the new bag.
Never.
Well, one time I got robbed for like nearly all my belongings. Like. So
What?
like now I'm really paranoid.
When did that happen?
And
You
in
stole my
when
shit,
we were in the
Jin.
capital.
You
Dude.
and Aphelion stole my shit.
The night where
Who
we
is
got
me?
You! I point at him.
How would I steal your
Jin.
shit?
The doppelganger Jin.
Hida, is Jin like
That's
dumb?
not me.
Right. It was
I don't know
you.
why he's saying me.
It was your
When
image.
someone was just
it was
disguised
your
as me.
appearance.
But you did say, when did that happen? As if you'd never know.
No, Jin knew, but he's like, when did I steal it? Like,
Oh, okay.
I knew your shit got stolen. When did I do it? Like, you're blaming the wrong person.
Terrell doesn't have that like distinct difference. He still feels betrayed a little bit.
Oh, you? That's crazy.
That's the only time Terrell's had like most of his shit stolen. He's traumatized.
Is his
So,
dying?
like,
Is his internet dying for everyone else?
His internet's
Okay.
dying,
Yes.
yeah.
No!
That was such a delayed facial expression.
This is so sad.
So to Yolheim after this, huh? That is gonna be a journey.
Yeah.
It'll be like a handful of days. Not too bad. Like another couple of weeks.
And I'm gonna end the session here. We're gonna have you guys go to the inn and do everything before your departure next session.
Okay.
Instead of doing the whole staying
That's
at the
in tonight. And then,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then we have to catch up. I don't want Cass to have to catch up too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Instead
a
she-
lot
it's
for her
just-
to catch up on.
Yeah. Instead,
Even
it's just the
She
shopping.
can skip all the magic
The
stuff.
only thing I wrote down this
Am
session.
I still lagging now?
Yes.
And Cranit.
Fuck.
Daxon Cranit is his name. But you guys should have known that already, I think.
No, I never met him.
Oh my god.
I know you never
Maybe.
met him, but I thought his name, whatever. But you
No.
were
Who's
like,
the guy
oh,
that
because you went back
teleported
and
us to Client.
Henry.
Henry.
Oh.
Yeah,
was it?
Henry teleported with you. No,
Yeah.
no, you stumbled into Henry
No.
while you were there. You paid to
Yeah.
be teleported.
Paid to be teleported.
Yeah, we paid.
Somebody teleported us.
It was the
with a
Wispy White.
teleport-
It was at the Wispy. Actually, no, you did meet
Yeah.
Quintero before, because Quintero's the one who teleported you.
Yeah.
You
that's
paid
why I
for
had
teleportation
both
services.
entries. I had Wispy
Awkward.
White and Sarah, and then Wizard Person Cantero, and
Yeah, I didn't know you guys. I forgot you guys had met Quintero before
Me
because
too.
my brain went Henry teleported
Well,
you.
we
good.
spent
He
all of
forgot
our
us
money,
too.
At the time.
No, he said you guys were returning customers, but you asked. Drell asked his name, and he went Quintero Fouet. But Drell's also a Sapphire Dragonborn who wasn't a Dragonborn before, so
Yeah.
Sorry,
um,
I'll do it next time too when I'm a different race.
he did say returning customers when he walked in. So
That
Yeah.
would be that's a nightmare to have a returning customer, but every time they come in, they're just a different
Different race.
person.
yeah, we'll do the in stuff, and hopefully, Drew will be here, Cass will be here, unless anyone has reasons not to be here next week. And then after next week, we'll have 2 weeks off.
Oh, it was this week. No, I'm just stupid. Never mind.
So
I'll be here next week.
I don't have to attune to the fan.
You don't have the fan. I didn't give you the fan.
Does the fan not
And
say
I-
attunement on it?
It
I
does
don't
not say
remember.
attunement on it.
You don't have the fan.
It does not
Bro,
say.
it is crazy how much of a loot goblin Drell is.
Can I have
Look,
the fan?
listen,
What do you
I don't
mean?
think you guys
Listen,
understand.
It's all symmetry.
Honestly,
He's a
I
dr-
might.
he's a Sapphire
are you at full on
Dragonborn.
attunements?
Look,
Is that
look,
why?
look.
Me?
Yeah.
You guys
Yes,
are missing the
I'm
thing.
full on attunements.
I made money off of filing my skin.
I might say you have to attune to it just because I'm reading it now, and it's weird that you don't. 'cause
Fucker.
it's a
I made
weapon.
money
We'll
filing
see.
my
I'll
skin.
figure it out. I have to look through all the fucking magic shit you guys
sold
bought
my
today.
secrets to the librarian twice.
What are you arguing right now? Just how much money you have? I don't know what's going on.
How I got so much money?
I know
Yeah.
how you got so much money. How
Because you sold your soul.
No, but fucking he didn't think it's fucking loot goblin. No, I sold shit for
No,
this.
you are a loot goblin. You sleight of handed
You are.
multiple bodies in the hag thing. You took all the gems without
Okay,
anyone seeing
I was
you loot
looking
the
for a
chest.
health potion.
The reason you had the cursed ring on your fingers because you stole it or you snuck
Bro,
it
you're
onto
a
your hand
loot
without anyone
goblin.
else seeing
Own
it.
it. You're a fucking loot goblin.
I am a loot goblin, and I'll keep doing it, you fuckers.
Bro, you like get items and then don't use them. You've had those brass knuckles you didn't use, and then now you got new brass knuckles.
Look,
It's because
Hopefully
the brass knuckles weren't
Yeah.
magical. They were just brass
Like,
knuckles.
I
They turned
literally
his-
used the brass
Every day
knuckles
for the
until they
Cauldron of
became
Rebirth, I
not
can
good.
make a greater health potion.
What? You can make health potions out of that fucking cauldron we've
You
had?
didn't make the cauldron. That's not my fault. I don't know.
If you don't use it within 24 hours, it disappears.
It disappears. It's like but it's like all of Jin's mutagens.
Right.
Wait, what the fuck? We could have had a health potion this whole time. What do I have to do?
A health potion once a day.
What do I have to? That's a lot. I can refill so many bottles. What do I have to do? Put fucking salt in
They
it?
disappear at the end of the day.
24 hours.
So we get one per day, and on
One
top
per
of that,
day.
the attunement is for a warlock or druid.
You couldn't have used it if you wanted to.
I don't get why you hold these items. I don't get it.
Look, I held the cauldron because nobody else wanted to hold
That's
it.
true. No,
it was
he's right
in
about
the
the
fanny
cauldron.
pack.
Because you had the fanny pack.
You guys can't flame me for
And
this.
that's
You
the
guys
end of
are
this
just like,
session. We'll see you guys again next week. Have a wonderful week,
you
everybody.
literally
Okay,
can't
bye.
flame me for this. Like, you guys all in the moment were like,
AJ,
yeah,
hit it
you
over
have a
him
bag
talking.
of
Just do it
holding.
over him talking.
Okay.
I can't believe this shit.